Welcome to Ecomm Cowboy. This is Consumers Daily Show, where we believe advertising is awesome, ignorance is expensive, and the American dream is alive and well on the wild web today. It is Friday, August 7th, 2026, in the year of our Lord. We're coming to you live and in living color from a beautiful yet undisclosed location hidden in the Austin, Texas hills, the unofficial home of internet entrepreneurship. We're brought to you by Slash, Rocked, Aftersell, Sati, Proxima, Universal Ads, Tide, Trend Track, Propel, Rich Panel, Intelligence, Northbeam, Seguno, and Postscript. And boy, have we got a jam-packed show for you today. eBay continues to double down and bet big on live shopping. We're going to get into all of the numbers. DuckDuckGo has released normal sunglasses that instantly sell out, that the internet is loving. Is there a marketing consumer angle we should take away from this? And Terafab is building like the biggest, most valuable building ever, saith the Elon, in the middle of Grimes County, Texas. And methinks there's going to be big business ops for everybody involved surrounding that area. We're going to be joined by Rabah Rahil, CMO of Thai, here at the top of the show. We're also going to be joined by TJ Kolesnik, founder and CEO of Make Waves, Ian Blair, co-founder and CEO of Laundry Sauce, as well as Noah Fisher, co-founder and CEO of Backyard Peanut Butter. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Colin Dougherty. Get in here, Colin. I'm inside this show.
Let's go. Let's go.
You know, it is a Friday of Fridays here on the show, and we always like to begin with a particular segment on said Fridays. Before we do that, we need to bring in our illustrious judge, a AI, I would call him a AI, oh gosh, I had a fancy name for this. Savant, a GTM growth maxer, an enjoyer of shoes, high fashion, and all things luxury. We must bring him inside of the show, the one and only Rabah Rahil, CMO of Thai. Get in here, Rabah. Get inside the show. Get in here.
I was waiting for the S word to drop. I was just in the green room. Say Savant. Say Savant. I'll take GTM maxer.
I felt it.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I was thinking AI aficionado. That's what I was going for.
I am a sucker for bad dad jokes, puns, and alliteration. So you hit the third one really hard.
Excellent. Excellent. Rabah, as you know, we begin every Friday with one of the most exciting, looked forward to segments of the week. Producer Jack, you do the overlay. I shall do the sound effect, the one and only Caliente. Amidst our AI age, ladies and gentlemen, the good news is there are still many companies inside of consumer that are actually hiring humans. How this works, I have selected 2 jobs. Colin Dougherty has selected 2 jobs. We shall present them, our arguments for them, and our illustrious judge, the one and only Rabah, shall be the decider who has found the hottest job of the week. Bring this up for us, producer Jack. I believe, Colin Dougherty, we are starting with you here, sir.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, this is huge. AppLove and Growth Partnerships Manager. It can also be remote. They have a New York City preference, but it can also be remote. I had that confirmed. It's a 130 to 200 mark, depending on the city you're in. So those upper tier cities, you're going to be closer to the 200. But if you're in just a standard mid-tier city, New York City, California, you're going to be closer to the 200 mark. Incredible opportunity. They need a deal maker who can source, structure, and close partnerships that others can't. I'm a huge fan of this role. I think if you had the opportunity to join Facebook 5 years ago, you would jump at it. If you had the opportunity to join Google 10 years ago, you would jump at it. And it's unbelievable how few merchants have truly discovered AppLovin so far. So their growth trajectory is unbelievable. On top of all of the crazy benefits that they have that come with this role, a ton of leave, you have a ton of PTO, 401k match, you have mat leave, you have health sick, you have amazing insurance, all of the above. And I can personally get you into this role. If you
Wow.
are the person, I can get you into the person hiring for this role. And how about this? They are offering $20K back to the person that helped them hire this role. I'll give it back to you as a signing bonus because I just want to see this ecosystem win.
Wow. I mean, nothing I can say negative about that one. I will say, in the notes I found, they want you to send in the biggest deal that you've closed. I say this to say, methinks they're looking for a dog. They're looking for a dog who's ready to get in there and win business. Is that fair, Rabah? I mean, and that's the kind of person they want.
I'm just picturing sending in deal closed. Here's the company. Here's the number, and then the X-ray with the dogs in them. Like,
yes,
this has to be. This is a dog roll. I got to tell you, I don't know what the scoreboard is, but this doesn't feel like a rebuild year for Colin right now. This feels like a reload year. That was one of the best pitches that he's gotten. This is. No notes, honestly, dude. I think AppLovin is a rocket ship. I think it's incredible. I think, in a weird way, one of the worst things you can do as a young, talented person is work at the wrong company for too long. But one of the best things you can do is, everybody's financial situations are different, but sometimes betting on a rocket ship for a little less money because you're that dog that you're going to walk up the ladder and like real recognize real. When you get into these companies, like I'm a huge fan of the founder over there. He's top floor kind of. He's just a hitter on hitter. No notes on this one, man. I would young, hungry. I would also, if you can do it, man, being young and in New York, I could never live there, but man, if I was younger, I think I would have done a stint there. It is a city like no other. I think it's, I got London, Paris, New York, and I think New York is definitely the best city in the States. If you're hungry, man, it is, it's truly the American dream epitomized into a city and just everything on everything. So no notes. I think Colin nailed it. But yeah, I think being able to close big deals is definitely going to be something here. But here's the thing. If you don't have that ability, tell them, maybe give them some opportunities of like, hey, these are the big kind of people that I would go after. And here's how I'd unlock it. Because a lot of times an application is less about what you've done and more about how you think. So that's a little pro tip.
Wise words from the one and only Rabah. Moving forward here, gentlemen, my first job of the week here. Magic Mind, Director of Growth Marketing, focused on acquisition. We all know the story. Magic Mind, born in Silicon Valley, enabling, unlocking the focus and brain power of all of the brightest minds upon the earth. This is remote, U.S. West Coast preferred, okay, but this is remote. 170 to 2. Okay. Feel really good about that. All right. For a director of growth marketing, paid acquisition is our biggest growth lever. Direct quote, own all of it. Again, looking for a dog to come in here and own this thing. Okay, this is a player coach role, meaning they expect you hands-on keyboard. I'm not just looking at dashboards and sending Slack messages. I'm in the mix. I'm in the weeds. I'm making the thing happen. Report directly to the CMO. So I love this. Okay, you are one step away from working directly with the C-suite. That is what you are doing, working directly with the C-suite. And they're looking for experience here. You are a current meta expert. They don't want somebody who had great success 5 years ago and then has not done much hands-on keyboard since then. They want somebody who has demonstrated ownership, budgets greater than $500K per month. That should signal to you, okay, this is a rocket ship op. You're going to be handling real budget. And if you can make the moves, then this is going to be a great notch on your belt. Who knows? You may never leave. You may never leave. You may be there forever. Your thoughts, gentlemen?
We got out here getting people paid.
Yeah, that's right.
In both roles. Let's stack that paper, kids. Wonderful brand, incredible product. A lot of times in paid marketing, you just can't make that dog hunt if the product ain't there, if the brand ain't there. Like it's just tough sledding. Fantastic brand, fantastic story, fantastic product. You have the budget to move it. If I was shopping for this role, if I'm agency burnt out, I think it's wonderful to start an agency, good money to great money, hard gigs, man, hard gigs. But you get to learn across the whole spectrum. This looks like a great person that is in an agency seat right now that says, hey, man, I don't want to have to deal with a bunch of mistresses. Let me go get wiped up with Magic Mind. Love it. Love it.
I like that POV. You agree, or you need to rebut, Colin? What are your thoughts here?
I completely agree. They're also working with some of the best influencers in the space right now. They're currently working with Kim Kardashian. And so the uptick on, hey, we're working with some of the best influencers in the space already in your portfolio, and you now have those ads at your disposal to throw inside of that paid acquisition lever. It's kind of fun. You can't really beat that.
Hard to beat that.
A little just touch on that as well, Colin. I had the privilege and honor to work with a company that actually had Oprah. And when you have like high level influencers, that bump is real. And that is just afterburners. And you get to just take all those wins, and candidly, you didn't have anything to do with it. So I love that.
Very fair. Moving forward to our next job, query paid search strategy. No, we're missing query. Where is query? Producer Jack.
Let's go.
There we go. We got it here. Go ahead, Colin.
Huge fan of this. This is a more junior role, fully remote. Can also be with an incredible team here. Absolutely gorgeous team, great culture, truly some of the best experiences that you can have here. And this is a role that you can really graduate into. You get some really incredible D2C brands in the portfolio, but you also have on top of that some interesting experiences within pharma, within banking, some really, really highbrow clients that have some very sizable budgets that are outside of the realm of D2C budgets that we normally see. One of the best agencies I've ever worked with in my career ever. And I can get you directly into the CEO if you're up to par. I'll intro you directly to the CEO who's hiring it.
I see what you're doing. I do think very highly of Samir, who we had on the show, and they do work with some very interesting people. I think as a junior role, a more junior role, I do think this is interesting to get in there and mix it up with some highbrow, high earning companies like Query works with. Rabah, your thoughts before we move on?
Yeah, also a fan of the agency. I think it's a challenge when you guys should bucket the jobs more closely with revenue ranges, because it's a challenge to go from 200 down to so
Colin's pick,
back to his old ways. Back to his old ways. I thought he was back, and then he's talking about 220 bands to just get you that. I'm giving you that. So I think it's a little challenging when you have that recency bias of seeing those higher paying roles. Again, I think it's something that is really cool for somebody that wants to get in again on the ground floor, really kind of sharpen the sword. I think it's great. I think paid search is still a mega thing. So I think for people looking for a stepping stone, for people that aren't going to want to watch YouTube courses or something, that know a little bit about it, but are still got that dog in them, want to pivot into something that is pretty awesome. I think this is a great place to go work. I think the financing might be a little challenging here, but I think it's a wonderful agency and role to try out for somebody in that more junior pivoting role.
Last of our hot jobs, gentlemen, Blue Chew, aka meds.com. Okay. Listen to this title. This title sings, okay? Entrepreneur in residence. Who doesn't want that on their resume? I think everybody does. Okay, this role, there is no money. There's no money designated here. Okay, no money designated. I have to call that out. But on site in Austin, Texas, okay, you're going to be working directly with the founders of meds.com and Blue Chew every day. Okay, you're going to be side by side with them. they are looking to build a flurry of new, bold, tech-enabled businesses in healthcare and beyond. Okay, and they want to start that from scratch. Okay, so they're looking for somebody who has experience in launching businesses from scratch, building from scratch. It's fully funded. Okay, so there's money to play with, to grow with. They are looking for familiarity with D2C subscription or digital health platforms. I say that to say maybe you weren't the money man behind managing the budgets in the businesses you started. They're still interested in you, which I think is great for a number of persons inside of our ecosystem. Looking for 5+ years of experience driving new business initiatives. I think that this is going to be a very interesting one for the right persons inside of our ecosystem. I think we all know at this point, Blue Chew, they can make some interesting ads and sell a few products over the interwebs. Your thoughts, gentlemen?
Sensational. Love the company. I think telehealth is going to be really interesting. I also think that they could be probably, I don't know what their roadmap is, but if they're peptide adjacent, this thing could just run. Is that a burger cup?
It is. This is a Whataburger Yeti cup. This is.
By the way, sorry, a little tangent here. I have not received my Ghost A&W. Have you guys gotten it?
Well, that's on the way.
I knew it.
It's on the way.
You cut me out. No,
No
sweater. No A&W.
No. You know that you get all the goods, Rabah. You get all the goods.
Wow.
You get all the goods. When we get them, you shall receive them.
Yeah. Jack, whip these men into shape. These acts of aggression will not stand. Back to the subject. Fantastic. I think this is. I would put some chips on the table here. Love Austin. Very bullish, obviously, but very bullish on site. So I think that the pro is you're going to be on site ripping it. The con is. If you're not already geographically located here, I don't know if they have some sort of funding for like a move package or something. But love it. I think it's a fantastic role, and I think entrepreneur in residence is such a great title. It was almost what was it? Distinguished engineer. This is the marketing version of that. I think it's fantastic. I always am really into founder-backed businesses. You got some money, fully funded. I think this is a really fun role for somebody that has that kind of spiky type of profile of they have a lot of kind of horizontals and then 2 or 3 kind of really like they call them T-shaped marketers in the industry.
I like that.
So I think this is going to be a great role for somebody really, really bullish on this one.
Colin, your rebuttal here, sir. Your thoughts?
Oh, I love this. I would do this in a heartbeat, and I would do it on Blue Chew every single day.
Well, it sounds like that's a vote of confidence. It sounds like it's a vote of confidence for me winning here.
For heart health. Like. What are you guys thinking for heart health?
Okay.
What are you thinking? Where are you guys going?
I'm the Huberman stuff. We did the cuts. We did the cut stuff. The organics. Come on, let's go.
That's right.
I'm taking Blue Chew for my heart, honey. Jeez. What are we talking about here?
Fair enough. Bring us back here, producer Jack. The one and only Rabah Rahil. Your thoughts here, sir, as we await your astute judgment. Who has found hottest job of the week?
Man, this was one of the best sets you guys had.
Thank you.
I think that shout out to the queer guys, but I think that's definitely the lowest spot there. Still a great role, but you're in the. You guys matched them up with some kind of. They should have went. When I played football, I was fast, but not really fast. So I always ran sprints with the linemen. So I looked fast, not the DBs and the wide receivers. It's kind of. So I think that was a challenge. I'm really torn here. I think it's going to be profile specific, so I don't want to hedge, but Blue Chew entrepreneur in residence, that's fantastic, man. That's a great role. Magic Mind, what a sensational. App loving, can't beat it.
Yeah.
Money's there. Everything's there.
I'll get you that intro.
And the referral fee.
I'll get you that intro.
I got to tell you, that Magic Mind is the one I want.
That's
I tried, Colin. I tried.
Oh,
everything.
boy.
I love me app loving.
Crazy.
This is the closest one ever. It was the Magic Mind. You had Magic Mind 1, and then 2A was the app loving, and then 2B was the Blue Chew. I think they're all sensational rolls. But that Magic Mind, man, that's something that you can, in kind of to Chris's point, dude, you rip this one, you can stamp a card for life where you're not looking for jobs. You're not applying anymore.
Thank you.
And sorry, Colin. I tried to put my finger on the scale for you, and you just that's brutal. That's a brutal loss. That one is. That's brutal.
The crazy thing is that he actually found the Magic Mind roll, and he lobbied me before the show. Switch me for app loving. Switch me. He lobbied for this, and I said no way. No way. And he said, no, okay, you got to give me this one. I'll give you Magic. I said, okay. All right.
Snatch and defeat from the jaws of victory.
I have like personal intros to both my roles. That's where like I feel like mine are leveled up. Like you'd have to apply into the ether with Chris's roles, where like I'll just give you an intro email.
I'll connect you with the CEO of Magic Mind, who's been on the show.
We know them. Yeah, that's true. We know them. That's true. We do know them.
I was a little homer pick too, because app loving is in the D2C space per se, but Magic Mind is that OG. Like, let's go. Let's move some stuff off the shelves.
Thank you. Incredible start to a wonderful Friday. Moving forward to our stories of the day here, gentlemen. Before we get there, a word from our sponsors over at Proxima.ai. Play it for us, producer Jack. Your buyer data already knows what ad you need to make next. You just can't read it yet. Most brands and marketers brief from instinct. Okay, what's our best performing ad? Let's change a little bit. Proxima changes the input here. Read your conversions against real shoppers across 2,000 plus e-commerce brands. Shows you exactly who's buying, what else they respond to, and where your account has gaps. You just wire up Meta, wire up Shopify. Proxima begins to map every conversion back to a real buyer segment inside the commerce graph. And no longer are you briefing from a blank page. You get a feed of creative briefs. First 3 briefs are going to be free for you every single month. Go to Proxima.ai. Stop the slop. Many thanks for Proxima being part of. Gentlemen, live selling continues to be a theme of 2026, perhaps even more in 2027 and beyond. A story has come to us by way of TechCrunch. eBay bets big on live selling. Again, I have the article here from TechCrunch. I read a little bit of detail here to provide some context as eBay tries to keep up with competitors like Whatnot, who just raised again, and TikTok Shop. The online marketplace is making a bigger push into live shopping after seeing record results. During its second quarter earnings call on Wednesday, company noted eBay's live gross merchandise volume GMV jumped about 8 times year over year across 7 markets. Now, I don't know what jumps 8 times means. I don't know if that means 8x'd or what, but it says jumped 8 times, okay? Along with increases in viewers, watch time, items sold, plans to expand eBay Live to more international markets coming weeks and months. A quote here from the CEO: "These results reinforce our confidence that Live can deepen engagement, broaden discovery, and increase velocity across the broader eBay marketplace." eBay clearly sees live as a key growth area. Feedback from sellers and buyers looks promising. eBay reports that over 90% of sellers who stream regularly have seen their GMV grow. Those who use live sell about 3 times more than those who don't. I say again, those who use live sell about 3 times more on the platform than those who don't. And another key point here, buyers are also spending more. So sellers selling more, buyers are spending more. First-time shoppers in the collectibles category are dropping around 70% more than their non-live shopping counterparts. So customers buying more, 70% more, sellers selling more when it comes to live on eBay, 3 times more. Methinks I can see why eBay is bullish on live commerce here. Your thoughts on this, Colin Dougherty?
Huge fan of this. They already have the structure in place to absolutely dominate live. And you can see from the Whatnot raise today that the market is really valuing live right now and everything that they're doing. They already have the infrastructure in place. They just have to execute on it. I would love for them to crush this, and I would also love for Ryan Cohen to come in and absolutely crush this instead of who is currently doing it at eBay.
I feel like if Ryan came in, you know, who knows what may happen. You know, I mean, Ryan to me, just bullish everywhere. Half cash,
Absolutely.
half stock. Your thoughts on this, Robin?
Half stock.
Yeah, I love it, man. I feel vindicated because I've been a live shop in Maxi for a really long time. I feel like the East, in particular, like Asia, China, are usually at the forefront of what's happening. And it just took a long time to get here. Like I was bullish on QR codes. I'm bullish on live shopping. I think the one thing that I would like to see eBay figure out is how do they have almost like building a social angle to this,
Right.
but I love it. I think all the infrastructure is there. I think that article was worded very politically. Like my stock portfolio's jumped 8 times this year, and it ain't doing good. So I think there was some very interesting wording choices there. But
Fair.
I love eBay. I think I think the collectible market is really, really interesting. But I think I would love to see or have somebody like you guys said, like a Ryan or like some really big brain come in and not just bolt on live shopping, but how do we make this ecosystem, whether it's social, whether it's I don't know. I would need to kind of sit back and smoke it and drink it to think there. But I think there's a huge play here. Obviously, as Colin said, Whatnot and all these people in that space, and I think the infrastructure is there. And then honestly, dude, I'm an eBay maxi from the OG. I also love like eBay Motors is some of the most fun where you just go look at cards and stuff. So I think there's a there, but I would love to see or hear more meat on how they're going to bring this to life. Like it's one thing to say, yes, we want to go there. It's another thing to say, this is how we're going to get there.
Yeah, eBay still feels like an early 2000s kind of business to me. It still feels old. It feels old. And I think live has the potential of making them exciting and new in 2026 and more. But they need a mechanism that makes this thing juicy and exciting. When you get on Whatnot, if you're following the right people, you get on TikTok live, you know, there's like excitement there. There's excitement. It's like, ooh, dynamic. What's happening? I don't know. When I picture eBay, I feel like I'm on a early 2000s gray desktop PC, and I'm dinking and I'm dunking and I'm looking for a great deal. And then, oh, there's like a live shopping thing happening over there. Maybe I look at it, maybe I don't. It just doesn't feel that exciting right now at the front of my, at the top of my brain. It just doesn't feel that exciting. They need some kind of social element to juice this a little bit.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just checked the market cap, so I thought they were a lot bigger than they are. They're about 50 billion, 49. So this is where, because for me, you're right. This reminds me of Walmart buying Jet.com, of like the old guy needing hair plugs. Like we're not going to be able to do it. I need to look younger.
Yeah.
And but that's probably what drove the build versus buy. I thought they were a lot bigger. I don't know what their P&L looks like or their balance sheet, so I don't know if they actually have a bunch of cash just sitting on the side. But for me, it would make more sense to try and buy and back an up and comer that's young, fun. Because the other thing that people don't talk about, because I feel exactly how you do, Chris, culture is really hard to change. Culture is one of the hardest things to change on the planet. And if you have a bunch of old and crusties, and there's nothing wrong with that, but to get them in that Gen Z, millennial, TikTok, live shopping, whatnot, I think that's a really hard thing to do. And yeah, maybe you can have a tiger team that like kind of sits outside like a skunk works, if you will. But I think it's really hard to change a culture. And that's a lot of times why it's just easier to buy it than build it. Like usually you'll buy things for 3 reasons: resources, priorities, and processes. And this seems like a priority for them, and also a resource or resources they have, but more of like a priority and processes of like somebody already knows how to do it well and they're in that space. So if the most interesting thing that came out of me would be if we could talk to the people behind the scenes. Why did you choose to build versus buy? That's actually the most interesting part of this story for me.
We've been hearing good things as of late, meaning literally this week, last week, about Tilt, who I had not heard of before, but
Me either.
apparently a live streaming creator-led platform company out of the UK.
Yeah.
Maybe there's, maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something there. Especially on the back of like what's happened with GameStop and such, my view of what's going on with eBay is a lot of asleep at the wheel, right now.
Yeah.
But who knows? Who knows? Maybe
Innovator's dilemma.
Maybe not forever. Moving forward here, producer Jack, let's skip DuckDuckGo. There's a great like marketing piece here. They just like released normal glasses and they kind of like played off of meta, like nobody can record you doing things, etc. It was very winsome. But I'm more interested in talking about Terafab. Go ahead, Rabah.
Oh, I was just going to say, speaking of great marketing, I know this is D2C, but great marketing spans everywhere.
Yes, it
I don't know
does.
if you guys saw the Bland piece. Do you guys know Bland? It's an AI with the guy that couldn't speak.
Oh man, tears.
If you guys haven't seen it, go to their Twitter profile or something. But it is one of the best marketing spots I have seen in so long. Understanding the jobs to be done, connecting that to an emotional output. It is one of the most. It's spectacular. Sorry to derail us, but you just hit me. Oh my god!
The voice and everything.
For the people that don't know, Too Long didn't read. This guy had a stroke, lost his ability to talk, but they used all of his pre-stroke speech to make his voice, and then he uses Bland to talk. It's sensational. I'm getting chills right now. It's one of the it's one of the best marketing pieces I've seen come out. It's in particular like D2C is the best marketers. SaaS not so much. Sensational.
Wow. Yeah, very powerful. Very powerful. And speaking of perhaps powerful opportunities to come, Terafab, Texas is going to very much become a thing. We covered this slightly yesterday on Show Live as breaking news. Elon tweeted this out. We won't watch the video like we did yesterday, but this will be the largest and most valuable building on earth by far, saith the Elon. And what's going to be going on here? Methinks they're going to be making lots of chips in Grimes County, Texas, of all places, which is nestled in between College Station and Houston. Do you know Grimes County? Do you know Grimes County, Rabah?
No, I just the previous partner Grimes, so I didn't know if there was because he has a lot of very quirky inside jokes. So, anyways,
there may be a correlation there. Bring up this next tweet, producer Jack. This next tweet gives us great context on how giant this thing is, and I don't know if this is totally accurate, but Terafab's going to be 100 million square feet. Okay. And compare that to the Gigafactory down here in Southwest Austin at 10 million. Okay. We can see scale here, the Tesla factory, the US Pentagon at 6.6, Apple Park at 2.8, and the Mall of America at 5.6 million square feet. I mean, just get the magnitude of the size of this thing. I mean, this is going to be like a, like a modern wonder of the world. This thing's gonna be huge.
I am speechless at the output of this man.
It's crazy.
It's almost like he's been transported back in time from the future, and he was like, "This is how humanity wins." I mean the scale, the ambition, the relentlessness. It's staggering. I mean, there's just I love to see it, man. I think one of the cool things about, there was a bunch of random stuff in the 1920s, but one of the cool things was the really rich people gave back to society, built libraries, built universities, did things like that. And to see him doing things like this is sensational, man. I just, the scale of this though, it's like saying $1 trillion. Like, what does that even mean? Is like $1 billion is $1,000 million. Like, what does that even mean? But 100 million, like just the absolute amount of logistics, architecture, everything that goes into it, infrastructure, getting the stuff there.
Right.
I mean, just wow. I have no, it's astonishing. He's living in the future, man. And he's just bringing everybody along for a ride. It's incredible.
And methinks that this thing is going to become a massive opportunity for all kinds of businesses around this. Okay, Yimby Land. I found this for you, Colin. Yimby Land, who's the American Housing, etc., here in Austin. He is calling this America's Shenzhen. Okay, Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, etc. He's calling this America's Shenzhen. This is what I was looking for yesterday. But just a question here, a question for you, for both of you. We start with Colin Dougherty. Gentlemen, how many people would you guess live in Grimes County right now? What would you guess? Colin Dougherty, we start with you. You can bring us back, Jack.
Maybe 10,000.
Okay.
Maybe I'm gonna say 10,000.
Fair number. Rabah?
I'm going Price is Right style. I'm going to go 5,000.
Damn.
29,000 in the entire county. 29,000.
Oh, entire county.
In the entire county.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So the biggest city is Navasota. Okay. Navasota has a total of 8,000 people. Okay. That's the big town in Grimes.
That's where I was. Yeah. Okay.
That's the big
See,
town.
I would have won.
I live in a undisclosed location, but I live in a small town. Okay, just you put together a few neighborhoods here. I mean, we're looking at 25,000 here just in my area. Okay, this is in the entire county, and they're putting a 100 million square foot factory in the middle of this thing. I mean, think about all of the opportunities for additional businesses, consumer businesses, restaurants, all the houses that are going to need to be built, apartments, etc. All the service businesses that are going to go around this. I say this to say, like, there's a huge consumer opportunity for everybody that's going to be servicing all the people, the new people who are going to be living in Grimes, okay, which is in between College Station and Houston in no man's land. Like, there is a lot that's going to be taking place here, and it's going to become, it may become like the epicenter of, I don't know, America's Shenzhen, America's version of Shenzhen. There's going to be something huge to take place here that I think everybody in our world should start thinking about how to service adequately. Who's thinking about Grimes County? I think it's time. Fair, crazy?
I think it's fair. Where I'm going to push back is I'm going to use Elon against Elon. So this is like kind of like a big brain thing. His autonomous driving is getting so good that could break real estate markets. Where if I'm working there, but maybe I don't want to live in Grimes County, I just put my autopilot on, read my book, and then I can live 2 hours away and I'm fine. Or he also has the Boring Company. He has mass transit. So I'm with you. I think you're right. I think the challenge is it's hard unless you're doing like a Bentonville, Arkansas, where one, it's just naturally beautiful, and two, the amount of Walmart executives there are through the roof. So these are like really, really moneyed people. So it's a beautiful city. I think it's hard to build it, even if you have that big of a scale. Again, never betting against Elon, but I think autonomous driving could pervert the real estate market because you're going to want to live where you want to live. And if you need to go into work, it's fine. It's easy. It's basically mass transit, but at a one-to-one level. So that's my only, I don't want to say bearish take on it, but I don't know, like the huge boom could be a little bit more muted than you're saying. But at the same time, 100 million square feet, like, what are we talking about here, boys?
Maybe College Station in Northwest Houston becomes like the new, maybe it all becomes like one big corridor,
St. Paul kind of thing, right? Or Dallas Fort Worth, where the cities just start to bleed together through it. So that's a fair point too.
Good. Final word from you, Colin Dougherty.
It's going to be the future. I would be very hesitant to invest in real estate there just because real estate scares me to death, and I am very much a D2C coded, media coded guy, because you could go either way on this and either make $1 bajillion or get your face ripped off. So it's funny. I heard this quote from Rabah that a man falls from three things. Rabah, you know what they are?
Ladies, liquor, and leverage.
If you get over leveraged to the tilt trying to invest in Grimes County, you could really end up with egg on your face, or you could achieve generational wealth. It's really going to be one of the two.
Well, we shall see who all the speculators may be. Rabah Rahil, we appreciate you joining us, brother. Newly minted CMO of Ty, partner of the show, sponsor of the show. Everybody should go to meetty.com/Ecomm Cowboy also.
Shameless plugs. Love this man.
Attend one of the incredible events that perhaps we both shall be pulling off in concert.
Yeah, what's going on? Can we get a sponsor? I'm trying to go to the Ohio State game. What can we do some work here?
We can definitely do Texas, Arkansas. We can definitely do Texas, Arkansas. I'm open to Texas, Ohio State. I'm very open to Texas,
Arkansas. What are we doing here? I told you guys, there's levels to this.
Whoa,
there's levels to this.
Bro. Texas, Arkansas is bad blood, brother. Bad blood.
I know, but I just want to go. I'm an Indiana boy. I just want to go see Ohio State get beat up.
I feel you.
I got to see him fall, dude. It's almost like the persecutor has finally fallen. Like we broke the shackles last year at Indiana. I got to see him lose, and there is nothing. Is it a night game? Has to be a night game, right? They don't know yet. No. There is nothing like a Texas night game. I was on I've been to a bunch of great sporting events. I mean, I'm speaking
7:30 p.m. Night game.
We got to figure this out, guys.
September 12th.
I will pound the pavement for some sponsors. We got
September 12th. There.
I'm telling you, this could be the game of the year. This could decide.
College
this could
game
decide the natty. This could decide the trajectory.
Broadcasting live there.
Chris, come on.
It's crazy.
I'm open.
You're throwing me you're chumming the water with Arkansas? What are we doing?
Get out of here.
What are we doing?
Crazy.
Out of here. I love you guys. This is great, man. You guys are the best. Keep hitting it.
Thank you for joining us, brother. Look forward to having you back, man. Thank you, man. He's awesome.
See you guys.
We need to clap. There we go. In the studio audience here. Moving forward,
these tickets are no joke.
Yeah, the tickets are expensive.
The worst ticket is no joke. If we want to do a box, good God, we'd have to get sponsors.
And speaking of sponsors, we have the one and only TJ Kolesnik coming inside of the show, founder and CEO of Make Waves, both the agency and the apparel company. Before he comes inside the show, a word from our sponsors over at Postscript and Intelligence. Play it for us, producer Jack. What is the next big idea that could change your business? Is it a price change, adding subscriptions, maybe a new bundle, strategy, or an app? Discovering and testing those high growth opportunities is exactly why Intelligence exists. It's an AI powered testing platform, helps you find the changes worth making. If you're looking for your next big idea, they have you covered. Go to intelligence.io/audit. In just a few minutes, you're going to have 3 ideas that you can test today. Totally free, AI powered audit. Go talk with Intelligence. Get the next new big idea for your business. Many thanks for Intelligence being part of the show. There's a reason when people make a switch from whatever SMS partner they have at Postscript, they see a plus 22% increase in SMS revenue on average. Now, I didn't see that. I saw a whole lot more. Went from making very little money on SMS to being the top 1% account in their entire platform inside of a year. And the secret is, I just did what they said. And what they are saying is that you're leaving money on the table and your customers text you back. Go get the conversation report, direct-to-consumer.co/the conversation report. The good news is Postscript's AI shopper can now have one-to-one conversations with your customers at scale. Many thanks for Postscript being part of. Coming inside of the show right now, the one and only TJ Kolesnik, founder and CEO of Make Waves, runs a global network, of creative specialists, founder direct by founders, for founders. We're talking creative shop, content production, brand strategy, retention, web design, all of the things. San Diego bound. We must bring him inside of the show. The one and only TJ. Get in here, TJ. Get inside the show.
Let's go.
What's up, gentlemen?
TJ, this conversation's been a long time coming, brother. We appreciate you making the time to join us. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I agree with you. It's a pleasure being on the show. It's fantastic seeing you, Colin. It's fantastic seeing you as always. I love the cowboy hat. You look great. I might have to get one for myself. Or we'll make you a Make Waves one, like put a little Make Waves right there.
I like that. I like that take,
Let's
TJ. Go. TJ, you've got a great vibe, man. I feel like we just caught you like serendipitously you went and hit the waves this morning. You got a Southern California vibe coming from you right now. Is that fair?
I had a really productive morning. I actually went and got like a BMI scale, like of my body scan this morning at 6 a.m. I did a little workout. I did a walk, got a coffee, and then I'm like, you know what? I gotta like make sure my hair looks like I just went to the waves and jumped.
Let's go, baby.
But I'm actually gonna do that after the call. So
okay, all right. Fair enough.
Yeah. It's beautiful weather out. It's San Diego. It's 80 degrees. It's sunny, and it's a beautiful Friday, and it's gonna be even better weekend.
And we're going to be in San Diego.
We'll be in San Diego
very soon, Colin. Dougherty,
very soon
at Commerce Roundtable. We need to connect while we're there.
Absolutely. I've got the spot. I've got a place. I've got a great spot. If you like Scotch and bourbon and whiskey, Chris, I got a spot for you. It'll be a good idea.
I'm a fan. Colin is also a fan. He's just not going to partake, but I'm very much a fan, TJ.
How about this? We get myself, you two, and 5 more people. We'll do a little dinner and have a really nice view of the sunset and have a good night. Yeah, I got you guys.
Don't tempt me with a good time, TJ.
Hey, don't you come to San Diego, I'll take care of you, and done deal. There we go.
TJ, man, tell us about what you do with Make Waves. It sounds so interesting to me. Both the agency side, I know you've got this apparel side too, but man, give me the origin story of Make Waves and what you do over there, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of a crazy story. Make Waves is, I'd say, an ecosystem because my agency background, my production background, my photography background, my cultural traveling background, it kind of all started me as a professional kendama player in my 20s, which is a Japanese ball and cup game. And I have it tattooed on my neck.
Let's go.
It was look it up. It's called kendama. It's just a lot easier to see than me to explain it. But nonetheless, I traveled the world to 35 plus countries to play and promote this game and toy. And we would be able to inspire these kids in high school and, people my age at the time, 25, 26, to get outside and to like do something rather than being on technology. And especially with like this day and age of AI, it's like, I'm constantly on my computer, like agency work, or like we're building emails for, multi-million-dollar brands, or we're thinking of content. So it's like that whole mentality of kendama and getting outside and inspiring people, I kind of took that into now my agency. It started with the kendama, then the production company, then the agency, and it just kind of leveled up from there. And then I took that into my own hands of like, well, I started doing work in the agency with some of the biggest names, True Classic, Built Basics, AG1, and we were able to build their whole retention, channels and revamp things. And it's like you see these companies doing 700 million year over year. And I love fashion. I've always loved fashion. I've traveled. I have a cool story to tell. It's not the first time me making t-shirts or clothing. I've done this before, but it's like, hey, I'm going to try this out. Okay, this is not what I want to do. Let me go try something else, because I'm that type of person where I try something and I just end up getting really good at it because I stay persistent and consistent with it. And then it's like, okay, let me go do 10 other side quests, and then it's all going to come together. So that's kind of like, that's kind of where the apparel side comes into it, because Make Waves can mean anything to anybody at any point, right? So I myself can put myself in the shoes of a consumer, but then also in the room of a founder. And then me bringing the apparel side to it, I know brand, I know content, I know website. I can build my entire company and then put that name behind it, make a catalog, test things, ask my friends, and then boom, here we go. Now we have a full line of 11 different hoodies, 4 different t-shirts, and 10 different hats. And it's all about bettering yourself and improving and, being 1% better. It's like that 1% every day leads up to 1,000 steps. And it's like, that can mean anything to anybody. Maybe Chris, you're trying to make waves and getting multiple cowboy hats, or, Colin's trying to make waves and investing in more vests, like whatever you're trying to do.
True. I got to catch them all. They're like my Pokemon.
Exactly. And whatever you're trying to do and make waves, like that's what it's all about. So all the knowledge I have from the agency space and learning that, now I'm applying that to my apparel line. I'm going to travel globally and be the global mogul and be the person that I've always destined I've wanted to be and continue to be. It's just a journey. It's like you go through these waves of ups and downs and lows and highs, and it's your choice and perspective how you move forward in that. So That's Make
awesome,
Waves.
TJ.
Wow.
That's awesome, man.
TJ, I mean, you
Thank
talked about some serious heavy hitter brands that you did retention for. I mean, the behemoths in our space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild.
If you could kind of lay out, I mean, clearly you are an expert at retention. If you could lay out kind of a retention play that's working right now, that maybe kind of most operators aren't really running right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say it's funny you say master in retention. I'd say I'm a master in craft at my like creative and like strategy ability. Retention, there's so many avenues. Like we had the best possible team in our retention side of Make Waves that we just absolutely dominated. And the lever I had there is the creative, the strategy of like storytelling. I feel like retention and people miss the storytelling side of things because, sorry, somebody's calling me. People miss the side of creative storytelling, not only in the creative, but also, oh, hold on. Sorry. I think I'm lagging a little bit here, guys. There we go. We're back. We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Sorry about that. I believe brands are almost lacking in the creative content storytelling side of things, and not only the creative graphic design and the content, but also copywriting too. You guys just did a story on Max with Well Copy. He's literally he's the retention like god, and so you look at what he's doing. It's copywriting and content. It's like I apply that same thing, but I have a like sophisticated, high fashion cultured type approach to it. Not to say anything is worse or better. Just take, for example, a brand like AG1 or True Classic or Built Basics. Like they have them, when we were doing it with AG1, it's like one SKU, but then you have somebody like True Classic or Built Basics, you have multiple SKUs of packs and all these things. And it's like, there's such a logic behind, okay, let's lay this framework out, make sure it's good. AI can't do this. Maybe it can now. I mean, I've done a fair share of my own email building using AI, but I would say, hey, a pack is going to change price in 48 hours. Who's going to do that? You're going to prompt AI to do that. You're going to probably have to have somebody on with your team. And I think that's what Max has done a good job of like really expanding his team to master the copywriting, and he runs one of the best retention, I think, if not the best in the brands we work with. On the flip side, it's like the content is really where I think brands can level up. And you look at maybe like Cadence, for example, Ross McKay, he's doing a fantastic job. Like I saw it like 2 years ago when he started it till now, it's like, and I knew he would do it almost in a sense, because like look at the guy, his exit and what he's doing now. They're about to be valued at 100 million. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But his whole, and even right now, like I see gaps in their email stuff, but maybe that's not where their strategy is at. That's not where their priorities are at too. Not to say it's bad, but there's always brands who can level up in any part of their customer journey on the retention side. Because on the retention side, because there's the abandoned cart, there's the campaigns, there's the flows. Like everything can always be elevated and upgraded because you're storytelling and trying to reach out or talk to that singular person in a massive way. But if you can make it so personalized, then you're going to have a returning customer time and time again. And that's the kind of approach I'm going to take to Make Waves, where it's for everybody and whatever story you're trying to tell. So
TJ, talk to me about like storytelling and content for True Classic. I say this to say, like, when I think of True Classic, like better t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I mean, to me, when I think about like, how am I going to connect story to
it's a great question.
Products. Yeah, I mean, talk about
100%. Yeah, 100%. And it's a cool thing to talk about, because you think True Classic, it's like, okay, your basic tees, packs, you can wear them a few times, probably toss them out, right? That's the point of it, which is great. But you have someone like me where I really value like one-off pieces and just like how my garments look and feel, and sourcing and things like that.
Yeah.
And not to say True Classic doesn't care about that. They did something that everybody wants to do and wanted to do. They were valued at, I think, 500 million when we came in to do like Black Friday, Cyber Monday for them. And within within 48 hours, we made them an extra $500,000. And it was revamped storytelling. It was taking their already existing content and looking at their email flows, their campaigns. working with our email team, coming in with like a new storytelling approach and saying, okay, how can we optimize all of these flows, especially like welcome series 1, 2, 3. It's like, if you can optimize those so well, that's 60% of your revenue right there. Campaigns can come in, obviously you're going to make revenue there, but we hyper optimized on testing Make Waves versus Make Waves in their Klaviyo account to just make sure that that flow is just completely optimized. And so from a storytelling perspective, you have your generic emails, right? Hey, you have this shopping tile here, here, here. It's like, no, let's really bring this in from a fresh creative perspective. Not that they didn't have good storytelling, but someone like me, I'm a little bit cultured. I have traveled all over the world. I love Japanese fashion. I love to go to Spain and Italy and all these places. Greek fashion too. It's like, that's what I like. And so when I come at it with this approach, it's like, how do we almost make True Classic cooler than it is? Because yes, it's not the coolest brand. And I would say people agree to disagree, but you look at Represent Clo, like their emails are storytelling. Oh, yeah. George Heaton is a walking billboard of his brand. And that is what is going to win in the next 10 years for brands is founder-led content, which is exactly what I'm doing. I'm a billboard for my own company. I'm a storyteller. So trying to coming into True Classic, we really primarily only did their email. So we were taking their content already existing, but I had ideas all day. I was like, how can we do this quiz? How can we make somebody, when they land on your page, feel something? It's more than just buying something, it's feeling something. And that's the approach with storytelling. And in each email, everybody's just going to open an email, see the deal, pass it, either shop or not, whatever. But if we can continue to drive storytelling and get people to be like, oh shit, that's a cool ass brand. Boom, let's get them in. And that's a customer for life.
Let's go. TJ, you're coming to us from Alicia at Aftersell. How are you leveraging Aftersell within your brand, within your agency to, level up everything you're doing?
Absolutely. We had partnered with Aftersell and a few of our clients we worked with in the past over the last few years. And then Alicia and I just became pretty close and kept in contact. I let her know that Make Waves started as kind of a capsule drop. I did my first drop when the agency was like, I had this like crazy up and down with the agency. It's like a pretty big story. I'll talk to you guys about it later. But nonetheless, while doing that, I'm like, yo, I want to like make clothing for everyone in my team and like friends and family. So simultaneously, like while we were building the agency, it was in a really good position. We were delegating. I started to like make Waves clothing to source it and then take that inspiration of what we were learning from True Classic Build Basics, be like, cool, let's see, like, let's not use what they're doing. Let's apply what they're doing and make sure it's legit. If you start a brand, like, why can't it be legit from the beginning? Just because you're just starting doesn't mean it can't be legit. And so after Capsule 1 dropped, sold out, Capsule 2, I reshifted. I did hats only. And now Capsule 3 is hats and T-shirts and sweatshirts, like I said. So I reconnected with Alicia and I was like, hey, I'm like relaunching all this stuff. Like, let's really like tackle this, because I came into the agency space and the retention space, and it was like a whirlwind of a time for me. And I felt like everybody was kind of like, hey, this, hey, that, do this, do that, partner with this tech partner. And I'm like, this is so overwhelming, while also trying to run an agency and other clients and their MRR, ARR up to 1 billion. We went from 25,000 to 2 billion in 5 months. And I'm like, okay, I think I need to focus on this and not this, but hey, we're going to do it. But nonetheless, that's how she came back into my life, and we've been talking on X, and it's just a journey. It's been a journey, and I am excited to move forward with the right partners and the right clients in-house, or my tech partners, because I think that transparency is what's going to make a brand really take off and flourish in the future.
With a capsule drop, TJ, I mean, how does, post-purchase, thank you, upsell, downsell? I mean, I have never run a capsule drop apparel brand. I think this is,
I have not either.
This unique. I wonder, how do you leverage upsell, downsell, et cetera, in the context of a capsule drop?
Yeah, I do my approach to e-commerce is a little bit outlandish, and it's kind of just how I vibe and roll, because I would say from a day-to-day perspective, I'm constantly thinking about this 24/7, 365. But the apparel hoodie side of things, that is going to be kind of my core items. So those are things from post-purchase and upselling, like I really want to tackle and accomplish. The hats more so, those are like limited quantity there. But I can always do reorders of things, how, you know, oh, this SKU is hot, this is best selling, this is doing well, something like that, you know what I mean? So that's kind of my approach with it. And there's always a little secret sauce to it. So I can't say everything, but as we see it go, I'm taking a slow roll into this, and we'll see what happens.
TJ, is it true you're also launching something today? Is that the case?
Yeah, I'm hoping to just fully launch the new Make Waves website where people can pre-order, or it's a soft launch just to kind of test things. I've been kind of rigorously testing the whole experience from start to finish, and I wanted to make sure it's kind of top tier without over perfecting it. So that should be live either today, tonight, or through the weekend. So I'd love for everybody to check it out. Yeah, mwapparel.shop. It has the whole entire new collection and all the things we've been working on. So I'm excited.
Let's go.
Incredible, man. Incredible.
Thank you.
Well, TJ, we appreciate you making the time to join us, brother. Where should people find you, follow you on the internet, talk with you? We've got mwapparel.shop. We'll be looking for the new website. Where should we find you and follow you, man?
Yeah, I'm quite active on all social medias, either Teej Kolesnik or TJ Kolesnik. And then by Make Waves, BY Make Waves is the apparel company. And then Make Waves Agency is my agency. MakeWaves.agency is the website URL. So anything Make Waves or Make Waves Agency or Make Waves Apparel, that you'll find me there.
Incredible, man. Incredible.
Thank you.
We appreciate
you guys so much
to join us, brother.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Let me know.
Dang.
Producer Jack's a bulldog. She was just like,
Jack's a bulldog.
Producer Jack said somebody there. Oh, he's back.
There we go. There we go.
We cut you
guys.
out early.
We
What were
cut
you
you
saying,
out.
TJ?
I'll let me know when you I'll get you guys all decked out in all the Make Waves gear. So you tell me what you want,
brother.
and I got you guys. Yeah, I'll send it
You're
back.
the man.
When we come
You're
to
the
San
man,
Diego.
bro.
Oh yeah.
San Diego.
Oh,
Let's go.
Okay.
Welcome.
Great
again.
idea.
I will
Let's
get
go.
you tell me the colors and I will make it happen and then hand deliver them to you.
Let's
You're
go.
the man. You're the
Let's
man.
go. All right.
Thank you.
Bye,
TJ.
gentlemen. Cheers, boys.
Jack originally with the hard cut. Jeez.
Oof. Hard. Jack said TJ's got somebody at the door. He's got to go.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
She's cutting willy-nilly now. She's cutting
She's a
willy-nilly.
bulldog, man. I'm telling
It's
you.
scary.
She's a junkyard dog. Jack the junkyard dog.
Junkyard
I'm telling
dog.
you, man. I'm telling
Watch
you.
out.
She's tough. She's tough.
He's tough.
She's tough. She says stop. I can't tell if that's like a playful stop or if it's like a no,
LOL.
literally stop. Like, don't say that. Can't tell.
LOL.
Sometimes you can't tell.
LOL.
Moving forward, great to connect with our good friend TJ. Moving forward, we have the one and only Ian Blair coming to us from Laundry Sauce. I don't believe he is here with us yet, but we do have a story that we missed from the top of the show that we can get to. Before we do so, a word from our sponsors over at Trend Track and Rich Panel. Play it for us, Producer Jack. Your CX team is buried in repeat tickets that are costing you money. Rich Panel is the AI help desk that fixes this massive headache and automates 70 to 80% of your interactions. You're only responsible for the exceptions. Your team of Rich Panel AI agents has got you on the rest end to end. If you're paying humans $2 to $10 per ticket, you need to see what 30 cents feels like. Ridge did this, cut their cost per ticket by 70%, save $500,000, and 50% autonomous resolution in 30 days guaranteed, or your money back. Go to richpanel.com, book your demo today. Many thanks for Rich Panel being part of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what's really working right now, not what worked 6 months ago, but what's actually scaling on the market today, Trend Track gives you full access to the marketing playbook of any brand in the world. From every Meta, Google, TikTok ad they run to every email newsletter they send their customers, your direct competitors, the biggest players on the market, is all there. All the market data centralized in one place, refreshed every 24 hours. Go to trendtrack.io and get hooked up with them today. Know what's actually working on the internet. Many thanks for Trend Track being part of another story of the day that we missed earlier. The The DuckDuckGo sunglasses. This we found upon the interwebs an article here from TechSpot. I did not see this natively on X, although it got a lot of juice there. We found it via TechSpot, and DuckDuckGo doing something revolutionary here. They have made glasses that do absolutely nothing. they're just normal sunglasses, okay? And they absolutely sold out. This obviously is a jab at Meta's AI-powered visor wear, facial, facial development, for the future. I read here to give us some context. DuckDuckGo recently introduced a new pair of sunglasses designed to respect privacy in an AI-saturated world. Product is real, not just marketing, although the search engine company is clearly trying to make a point. Their product is a pair of ordinary glasses, no added features, no video recording, no generative AI integration, part marketing campaign, part wearable apparel, aptly named normal effing sunglasses, catered to customers who'd rather not think about privacy while walking down the street on a sunny day. There's a video here. Scroll down, producer Jack. I'd love you to play this for us, sound on. It is quite entertaining.
DuckDuckGo is introducing the world's most innovative anti-surveillance smart glasses, also known as normal sunglasses. We're obsessed with innovation. So when big tech started putting cameras in smart glasses, we asked ourselves a radical question. What if we just didn't do that? These are the first smart glasses guaranteed to never record nude videos of you and send them to random people.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd have to guarantee that, but here we are.
Here we are.
These innovative sunglasses come equipped with a 360-degree panoramic lens. All you have to do is turn around in a circle and see things. In a circle. Did I mention? These sunglasses also block the sun and make you look good as hell.
Whoa.
Get some normal sunglasses from DuckDuckGo.
Wow.
Your thoughts on this? I think a very effective marketing campaign.
Also, they partnered with Knockaround too. I just want to say that Knockaround's an amazing brand, by the way. If you want a really good pair of sunglasses, Knockaround is like really good, really affordable sunglasses that are just like awesome, high quality. I love this. I think this is amazing. And I like the idea of zigging when others are zagging, This really cut through the noise. It's super funny. The way they did this entire commercial was just hilarious. The guy delivering also is incredible at his job. He deserves a raise. And this was great. This was good fun. And it probably didn't cost a whole bunch of money because they really just have to make like normal sunglasses. So it's really great for the brand. Some great brand equity won, some good earned marketing won. This is a home run.
I'll also say, when's the last time I thought of DuckDuckGo?
Yeah.
Never. When's the last time I thought of DuckDuckGo,
It's a perfect tie-in for what they do, though, because the DuckDuckGo is like anti-privacy, is pro-privacy everything.
Pro-privacy.
So it works perfectly with what they're actually doing. It's a perfect tie-in and just enough wink and funny where it's like, great, home run.
Yeah, I think incredibly well done.
Yeah.
Well done by their team. Super smart, ties into their service, their product. Also, like, I never think about them, and now I am. And we're talking about them on the show.
It probably didn't cost that much.
No, it probably didn't cost that much. I can't imagine. And talk about like a funny video. If you can like make me laugh, especially as a software company, a tech company, if you can,
guy with his hair. The
360 view. The 360 view is great.
That's perfect. Yeah, it's
360 panoramic view. You just have to literally turn around. Look at stuff.
Yeah, you just turn around. It's there.
We promised to never take naked photos of you and send them to random people.
I can't believe we have to make that promise, but here we are.
But here we are. Yeah,
it's so
hilarious. Good. Incredibly well done by them. Coming in the side this show right now, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Ian Blair. He has taken the humble Tide Pod and made it sexy and cool and better, smelling better, feeling fancier. And I would say done it incredibly well. I mean, maybe Ian will get mad at me for comparing that with Tide. But when I was looking at his website this morning, I was like, would I rather have this than Tide? Yeah, I would. Picking my fragrance. I think this guy's even done partnerships and stuff like Tom Ford's making a fragrance for his laundry sauce. Incredible idea. A great idea. We must bring him inside of the show. Everybody, welcome the one and only Ian Blair, co-founder and CEO of Laundry Sauce. Get in here, Ian. Get inside.
Let's go. Whoa, look at that setup. Whoa.
It's not too bad, right?
Ian.
Setup mogging us. Let's go.
This is a baller setup. This is a baller setup, sir. We appreciate you making the time to join us. Welcome to the show, Ian.
Yeah, it's great to be with you guys. As a CEO of a e-commerce company like this, you're always on calls all day, so might as well have a good studio setup.
Yeah, exactly.
I completely agree.
I totally agree. Ian, give me a little origin story on Laundry Sauce. This is I have known of you and heard of Laundry Sauce from days of yore. This is to me, it's like a genius idea for fancifying, leveling up everyone's washing their clothes experience. We all have to do it. Tam's giant. It's huge. Yeah. We all got to do it every day. Make it fancier, make me feel better, make me feel upper class. That makes all the sense in the world. Give me the origin story on this thing.
Yeah, well, we got to go all the way back to, my journey as an entrepreneur. I started my first real company when I was in college. We made it so people could build mobile apps with no coding required as a company called BuildFire. Published about 15,000 apps to the App Store over a decade. So really challenging business in a lot of ways because of how service forward it was. And, but I kind of got to cut my teeth in software, and my skill set was always digital marketing. So I always knew I wanted to be in e-commerce. I sold golf balls on eBay when I was in high school, and that was kind of my first taste of online sales. And there's really nothing like it. So, participating in entrepreneurial groups over the years and seeing my friends crush it in e-commerce, I kind of had the general characteristics of what needs to be true to have a high growth e-commerce business. And, ultimately you want a business where you can pile a ton of money into advertising. And as I was kind of thinking through all the different categories you could go into, laundry really stood out to me as an opportunity where it was very mundane. It seems like D2C has gone and improved all these other product categories, whether it's fashion or beauty, home care, so forth. But it seemed like laundry was just left behind. And it just felt like there was a lot of white space in the market. And where D2C players had come in previously was really on this eco-friendly angle, think of Earth Breeze. And I just felt like that was a bit played out. So it's how can we differentiate the product? And we just realized no one's doing ultra premium laundry detergent here. So why not make Laundry Day something you look forward to? So that's really the kind of the brand promise of Laundry Sauce, is to elevate Laundry Day through high performance scent and ingredients that actually clean your clothes, unlike some of these other super eco-friendly brands.
Super smart, man. I love that.
That's incredible. I mean, Ian, you hit 8 figures incredibly fast.
Yeah.
I mean, can you talk a little bit about what actually drove that versus what people potentially assume drove that?
Yeah, well, so I knew the companies that grew the fastest are the ones that could advertise the most. So you need to be in a high LTV category where you can actually go buy customers, where you can earn incremental revenue over time. If you're selling one-time goods, you have to be first purchase profitable, and if you're not, you're kind of hosed.
Hosed.
Yeah, I knew the general here's what needs to be true in order to advertise a lot, right? And I think also it helps when you have a product that is kind of new and disruptive to the market. So we were able to scale on Meta early on, and probably at the tail end where you could really do that. And it was a really fast ramp. Our first month we did 10K, then 20K, 20K, and we did 170 in our third full month in business. And by the end of the first year, we were doing over $500,000 a month. And I think it was literally 18 months after we made our first sale, we had a 10 million run rate.
Crazy, man.
That's bananas. That's banana scale.
Yeah, it's something that like you can get excited about. And I'm a strong believer that like momentum begets momentum. So when you're trying to convince investors to become a part of the company, you're trying to attract top talent. When you have that type of growth, it's easy to get excited about it. And I'd say Laundry Sauce from the very beginning has been a story of momentum.
That's fascinating, man. I love this. I agree with you. Like momentum begets momentum, and it's interesting. I've seen it a few times. One time in particular in my career, where you get in that thing, you get in the seat, and you start mashing the gas, and all of a sudden you become very convinced. I've got a tiger by the tail.
Yeah,
this is the right mix of audience, product, better coffee. We're going about it a unique way.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long I'm going to have this opportunity. We better just mash the floor with this gas pedal and go as fast as possible. I mean, it sounds like that is what you were feeling at the time. Is that the case, Ian?
Absolutely. And I think one of the interesting things about what we've done in this product category is we legitimately have created the best laundry detergent there is in the market. So, we are like the Rolls Royce of laundry, in my opinion. It cleans super well. The fragrances are second to none, the packaging and experience. So we can really lean on that. If you're a good marketer, you can at least get people to try the product. But, in these high LTV consumable type of product categories, the only way you're going to win is if you get the second, third, fourth, fifth purchase, etc. And you have to be able to deliver the goods. And I think laundry categorically is probably one of the higher LTV categories because you can't necessarily opt out of laundry at any point in time. You're not going to stop washing your clothes. And you hear the stories of like the 25-year Tide consumer, right? It's like, oh, this is what my grandma used and my mom used, and I've just bought it for my whole life. And I feel like our product experience is so much better. You can at least convince someone to try it, and then when they actually get it, they're like, wow, this is really good. So I think we've delivered on the product promise as well, not just pure marketing.
Yeah, I just briefly here, Colin. I know you're waiting with bated breath here. I think there is truly something to this, and a lot of us, what I'll say, in e-commerce, maybe this was especially possible in years gone by. Mostly marketing companies, and then nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. What do I got? Is it totally unique? No, but I can put my spin on it, and I'm great at ads, and I'm great at email, and let's go make a few $1 million. That day seems to be less and less the case now. I think in the new era of e-com, D2C consumer, like truly having something that is unique about what you're doing and actually producing a better cup of coffee gives you a giant advantage inside of our space. I mean, that seems to be what's taking place here with Laundry Sauce.
I mean, certainly. I think, it is a commoditized category, but there's still room for product innovation. And we're very fortunate that when I was exploring this business idea, we were able to get connected with someone now who's our technical co-founder. Early on, he's got a PhD in analytical chemistry, worked at Unilever in the laundry division for a decade. So we have some like real technical, like in-house capability. And it's interesting to see him, working with some of the labs and just kind of the technical expertise that he has. You can kind of, like when you're non-technical, when you see them interacting with other technical people, you can kind of see that they're like a step above,
Yeah.
So, and when we met with people, in the industry, and they've obviously seen D2C come into all these other product categories and make it better. But laundry is something that has to be done at scale and is technically challenging. So if you think about like beverage, for example, you can go find a co-man to go run like 10,000 cans for you. Yeah. It's not rocket science. For some of these other, product categories like you're talking about, where it's just heavily commoditized, there's real technical innovation in our product and formulations, and just working with some of the best co-mans out there. It's I think we delivered on an incredible product promise.
It's not rocket science. It's laundry science.
It's laundry science. I'll say too, this is like, brother, there's a number of things that you've hit here that are like the accumulation of the infinity stones.
Yeah,
here. It's
exactly.
Like, You know, the technical founder,
Yeah.
you know, the
Yeah.
right time, you know, the subscription,
Huge.
the LTV, the, you know, better product, you know, smells good. You know, it's like, there's a lot of things that you.
I think we're very fortunate that a lot of things have kind of come together, and, you know, I don't take it for granted, but it's a massive opportunity. And, you know, I think it was all by design, you know, as well as it has gone. And like, as you know, thankful as I am for everything, it was all truly like thought out well ahead of time. One of the things that I also find interesting about our brand, and I don't think this is just people blowing smoke up my ass, like people seem to have some really, really strong brand affinity to our product. Like we do have like a cult-like following, and, you know, I hear it from, you know, I mean, you get it in the reviews, you hear anecdotally through friends and family and so forth, and how people just get like absolutely hooked on this. And for some reason, we just have massive enthusiasm about the brand. And like, that's also something cool. And, you know, it's somewhat emergent too. It's like, that's hard. I think that's a little bit harder to manufacture.
I love it.
Ian, I'd love to talk to you a little bit about kind of this operator playbook that you've rock and rolled with. I mean, say I'm an operator, I'm listening to this, I'm 7 figures, I'm trying to get to that elusive 8. What is the first thing that they should focus on first? What are you telling them in the great year 2026 to focus on first to make that jump?
Sure. Well, it all depends on what the constraints are, right? And ultimately, you're just trying to relieve constraints in order to scale, because like you might be blocked on manufacturing, or you might be blocked in terms of your channel mix, and your ability to like actually have incremental ROAS that scales. So it is dependent for everyone, because do you need to reduce CAC? Do you need to increase LTV? I mean, those are 2 of the different like levers that you can actually pull. But I do think in this day and age, if you're really trying to scale to a larger brand, it's hard to just pump it all into Meta and expect it to, you know, scale like it used to. So you need to be investing in alternative top of funnel channels that are much harder to measure. And like, that's, I think, where the greats are made, and like where people just kind of stay in their lane and like don't scale, is because they don't have, I guess, the gumption to go spend in other channels to actually build awareness.
Ooh. What are you liking right now? What are you liking that are Meta alternatives? What are you interested in right now?
One that I'm really bullish on is Google Demand Gen.
Come on, talk to me, Ian.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think that's a totally undervalued, you know, media channel. And then also like CTV is adjacent to that as well. And
I agree.
Totally agree.
You know, when you get the opportunity to tell your story on the big screen in people's living room, especially for a home care product, I think there's something really special about that. But you do need a certain type of creative in order to make that work. Like we have invested in some of these like amazing, you know, top of funnel campaigns that you can actually pump huge amounts of spend behind on Demand Gen or CTV. And you need to show up differently on the big screen than you do, you know, on Meta or TikTok nowadays.
Yeah.
See, I really think that TV, there's a couple things happening that I think are going to become very big parts of what we are doing in consumer. I think live selling will be will become, because it solves some of the issues that you are underlining. Yeah, sometimes you can only go so far on Meta, you're constrained, etc. Okay, what can I do? Well, live selling, I can get eyeballs. It just costs me sweat, you know. It costs me sweat. I got to get sweaty. I got to risk my face, but I can get eyeballs that way. And then I totally agree with you on the CTV side, even linear, being on the biggest screen in the house and being in front of your ICP. And of course, you know, you need to do some things that may be more possible now in 2026 to measure that. I think placing bets this way is going to become normalized inside of our industry. Why wouldn't you want to be on the biggest screen in the house, you know, doing maybe your own version of a, you know, condensed Billy Mays, you know, infomercial. I don't know. You know,
I mean, you gotta do what feels right for the brand. But the one thing that I found interesting about these, you know, upper funnel channels, you know, particularly CTV, is how much lift you get in other channels as well. Like if you see a laundry sauce ad on your TV, and then you're scrolling through TikTok, and then you see a creator talking about it, like there's just more legitimacy to the whole story and narrative.
Yeah, wow. I don't know if that's a millennial thing, you know, but it definitely, like for me, if I see you on TV and then I stumble upon you on my phone, There's a
Yeah.
legitimacy conveyed. You know, there's
Yeah.
something magical with millennials and boomers, at least, about TV. There's something about that. Sorry, go ahead, Colin.
Well, I was just going to say, Ian, you're coming to us from Alicia at After Sale. Could you talk to us a little bit about what you guys are doing with them to kind of push you guys forward?
Yeah, I mean, After Sale has been a great partnership. You know, those post-purchase upsells are awesome. And then, you know, we've also been using their advertising network as well. So where other people are promoting laundry sauce post-purchase and they do it on a CPA basis, it's kind of hard to say no to that. It feels like free money.
Okay, so I find this very interesting. And what you're describing here, Ian, is that on other people's websites you are popping up in laundry sauce. Is that what you're describing here? Like the Rocked Thanks, you know, like you're popping up there. On other people's websites after they purchase. Like this is I remember the first time I saw this, I was like, what were these other people doing here? And then like I started to like figure out like what is happening. I started thinking like, actually, like this is really smart. Like, you know, associated with this brand that I already like, you know, here's these people popping up. I mean, did that feel like risky to try out like when you first did that?
No, I mean, one, I have a lot of respect for the company, and like they clearly have their stuff together. So when they are pitching me on this, I was pretty open-minded, like, let's do it. And then the results just ultimately speak for themselves. So it wasn't a hard ask from my end. And when, you know, you start making sales, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Ian, you've raised money to continue to propel this thing forward, correct?
Yeah, we have.
Was that I can't imagine with your growth trajectory, I can't imagine those conversations were too hard to have and get some people on board with. What did that look like for you?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. It was surprisingly harder than I thought it was going to be, even with our momentum, because you know, even after hitting like a 10 million run rate in 18 months, going and raising money, like you'd have institutional investors that would be like, oh yeah, we still need more cohort data. Like we don't believe in it.
That shocks me. I mean, I've never raised money. I've always bootstrapped everything. So
Ian, we're cheering from the sidelines on this one. We're cheering from the sidelines. It's a classic line.
I can't believe that. They say, oh, we're not sure yet. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then even as we've gotten like, you know, further along too, then like that was probably one of the biggest blockers early on for institutional capital, is like they wanted to just see like more cohort data and see that, you know, how sticky it is. And then you get past that point, and then like the next objective is like, oh, we need to see traction in retail.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's funny how you kind of like have all these different like gates you need to get through, but then once you get like kind of beyond all that, then you know, I think at a certain scale, like money does become a lot easier because it's just so undeniable. But I really thought like early on, the early traction was just so compelling. I was like, this has to be easy. But I also do think raising capital post 2021 got a lot harder with interest rates going up. There's a lot less risk capital in the market as well.
That's fair.
So you do have to have a really strong business and brand, I think, in order to raise capital in today's environment. But you know, fortunately, we've gotten through all those difficult moments and have made it to this point.
This to me. Oh, go ahead, Colin.
Well, I was just going to say we are a kindred spirit. We have both sold a business on acquire.com.
Oh, nice!
Incredible experience for me.
Yeah.
I don't know about. I won't speak for you. I would love for you to talk through that experience on like what should founders know before they sell that business that they learn way too late.
All right, well, we can get candid on this one. So Andrew Gazdecki, he was a competitor early on. So he had a company called Business Apps. So my company, Buildfire, we were actually direct competitors. He ended up selling Business Apps, and I was trying to get liquidity for Buildfire for a bit of time, and we tried selling it at literally the worst time possible, which was basically, it was right after, you know, Russia invades Ukraine, you got rampant inflation, interest rates are going up, then you have AI, you know, kind of creating the SaaS apocalypse. Like there was never probably a worse time to sell a company. But on the other hand, I have, you know, laundry sauce, which is just scaling like crazy. So you know, it was kind of this. I was, you know, running 2 companies at once was a lot, to be honest.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
So I knew if someone could help me with the process, it was a guy that owned the exact same company that I did, essentially. So we, you know, we worked together, and he was able to help get it sold in a matter of months. And like, I thought that was like really powerful. And, you know, the fees relative to investment bankers or, you know, brokers were pretty reasonable. And it just seemed like they had a lot of buyers on the platform. So I was very happy to get that done. And it was a clean transaction where I could go on and go build laundry sauce.
Smooth.
Incredible. Yeah.
Smooth.
I always rave about the experience.
Yeah.
It was just like so smooth compared to like, I don't know, trying to go through a traditional brokerage.
Yeah. And if I had to like give advice to, you know, founders and entrepreneurs, you know, especially after going through kind of this wave where, you know, SaaS was at this like all-time peak. You know, I was building a company probably when like SaaS was like the coolest market to be a part of.
Yeah.
And then it became not really quickly. and you know, I think the financial bar that's set for companies now, like everyone, you know, wants to see profitable companies, like fast growth. So I think it's just been, you know, more challenging, kind of the metrics you have to hit as a business to be considered like kind of an A grade type of company now. So I look at durability of revenue. Like there's a reason why I'm in laundry, because I just know the demand for laundry is not going to go away anytime soon, where
Totally.
You know, a lot of these software companies, like who knows if there's even a market for it in 5 years, 10 years. So I want to be putting my time, effort, and energy into something that I know will, you know, compound and, you know, really have staying power.
Yeah. I mean, humans are always going to wear clothes. I'm pretty sure.
I hope so.
Yeah, but fashion companies suck in terms of like their multiples. Like I think it probably has arguably the lowest enterprise value out of any you know, type of e-commerce business.
Wow. And it's got to be encouraging just this past week, or maybe that was this week, seeing Thorn trade at higher multiples than even Airtable. And maybe Airtable's like a specific example. Right? You know,
it's crazy.
It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
Yeah. Airtable had like $1 billion of cash too, and what they sell for like was it 2.2? So like the actual EV was maybe like 1.2 billion on over 400 million of ARR. So when you have a fully scaled SaaS company trading at 3x, like I mean, good consumer companies trade at 3x. You know,
right?
Yeah.
So I think that's just a perfect case in point of, well, I'm happy to be out of software and in consumer.
Love.
Bullish
Everybody
case
should
for
be
consumer.
like bullish case case for consumer. I think the takeaway here is be like Ian. Okay.
Let's go.
figure out, navigate, thread the needle, and you know, make a better cup of coffee in an industry that's not going to die and not going to go anywhere soon.
Yeah.
Ian, man, we appreciate you coming and joining us. And brother, I think we need to have you back, man. Tell us before you go, where can people find you, follow you, talk with you on the interwebs, etc.? What does that look like, brother? I know
the easiest way to stay in
stuff.
touch and see what I'm up to is probably on Instagram. My handle is Ian Blair 44. So you'll see some extreme sports, exotic cars, you know, a bit of business content, but I have a lot of fun. So it's a good
love. Well, that sounds like it. And hopefully laundry sauce just enables you to have even more fun, brother. We appreciate you making the time to join us. Look forward to having you back, man.
Yeah, that's great. See ya.
The one and only Ian of Laundry Sauce. Boy, he has a tiger by the tail.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Crazy. Coming up, some great finds upon the interwebs. Before we get there, a word from our sponsors over at Rocked After Sale and North Beam. Play it for us, producer Jack. If you're in the ads manager all day long, you know the problem. Every platform takes credit. Every dashboard tells a different story. Meta says this, TikTok says that, Shopify says I made this much, I spent that much. Sometimes it's hard to know which ad platform is telling the truth. Northbeam fixes this with their own proprietary data. Starting from the actual purchase, rebuilding the customer journey from real orders, real clicks, real verified ad views, and then pushing that measurement back into the ad platform so they optimize on what's actually driving your revenue, not what those platforms assume is driving your revenue. Start measuring what was previously unmeasurable. Go to northbeam.io, book your demo today. Many thanks for Northbeam being part of the show. If you're getting 5,000 orders a month and you can sprinkle in $3 to $4 extra on each one of those without touching your ads, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, it would. That's what brands like Olakai, Cozy Earth, Groove Life are doing with Rocked After Sale every single day by adding post-purchase upsells and downsells from the cart through the thank you page, and then stacking an extra 30 to 50 cents just by showing offers from Disney Plus, HelloFresh, Venmo, etc. It's high margin revenue straight to your bottom line. You can be live in minutes. Go to aftersale.com/offers. Truly a no-brainer. Many thanks for Rocked After Sale being part of. Great finds upon the interwebs, ladies and gentlemen, the first of which comes to us by way of Coinvo. At Coinvo, Netflix debuting a special view of GTA 6 limited gameplay here, apparently. But we do have some commentary on this tweet now that I was not aware of when we put this up. This post contains 2 errors. Netflix is not streaming 6 hours of gameplay, but rather Grand Theft Auto 6 and its extended look 6 hours before its YouTube release. Okay, interesting. At this point, I kind of think they just need to give us the game. But anyway, interesting to say the least. Many people are excited about it. Your thoughts on this?
I think it's a really interesting play for Netflix to try to pull some people into eyeballs for live. You can see that they've made some bets on making people come into it at a specific time for a live event, for a football game, for a certain event. I think it's really interesting that they're kind of pushing this forward. I do just want GTA 6 at this point, though. Like, let's just get the game out there. We got the trailer. Like the trailer came out a couple months ago, and then it was just nothing. So let's get some more.
6 hours before the YouTube release, like, that didn't seem that like killer to me. But anyway, good marketing moment for Netflix. Good on them. And maybe they'll debut the game soon enough. Next, Google Lens to eBay. Is there a play here? Methinks that there is. A tweet here by Michael Dorish at Chiropractic. Great handle, by the way. Google Lens screen matches worn on TV wardrobe. Grok Imagine cleans up the images. Michael posts to eBay. We make quite a team. I didn't know that Google Lens could do this. I don't know if he's using it to find said goods to then go and take to eBay, or if he already has them and he knows this was worn by said person. Anyway, I find it very interesting. I'd like more details on this, but seems like a pretty straightforward way to sell some stuff on eBay at a higher margin. Hey, this vintage clothing was worn by said person on said show. That would make for me high sales on eBay. Your thoughts?
Yeah, this is a super cool use case for AI because it's so good at parsing and basically going through data. That's one of its, I would say, superpowers is the ability to parse through rapid amounts of data and get things and pull things out. That's how AI superpower really is. So this is a great use case and kind of a cool little fun add-on to a potential item that you're selling on eBay.
I would be interested to hear from him more on his exact process on this, because this sounds like reseller heaven. Here's a famous person who, or maybe it's not a famous person, but you knew that show. Anyway, here they are wearing it on said show. Here it is for sale.
This is Drake wearing said item. That's huge.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Next, upon our great finds here on this fine Friday, not Marlboro Reds, but Marksboro Reds. This tweet comes to us by way of Blackhawk_801. He says, imagine being 10 beers deep and pulling out the Marksboro Reds. Okay.
Jeez.
This is an actual cigarette brand, cigarette packaging, holographic cigarette pack from the Chinese brand Peony, featuring a portrait of Karl Marx on the packaging. Marksboro Reds is a hilarious name to me. I mean,
Wow.
it is like such good coining of a phrase here. I doubt these become bestsellers in America, but very interesting to say the least. Your thoughts?
I'd love to try one, but I think when you buy them, you end up having to give all of them out to your friends, so you don't actually ever get to try one. So
that makes sense. That makes
unfortunately, you don't ever get to get one.
No private property to be had. You got to give those. You got to give them away as soon as you buy them.
Everybody.
Fair enough. Next, I know it's hot outside. Everybody wants a popsicle. It's summer. Everybody likes a sweet treat.
Let's go.
Every now and again, the Snoopsicle, that of the one and only Snoop Dogg, and I have it misspelled here on the coming up next bar. That's my fault, producer Jack. The Snoopsicle exists. Snoop Dogg continues to parlay his brand into wild places.
I love it.
Would not think it would be. Yeah, tell me what you like about this.
I absolutely love this. I love the fact that Snoop Dogg has gone from like crazy, kind of scary rapper in the 90s who like used to be on Death Row Records and was like rapping about some pretty insane stuff to like super family friendly guy. Like let's hang out with Snoop Dogg. And it's like, oh, Snoop Dogg's the man. I mean, talk about an iconic brand as well.
Yeah.
I think this is a home run. And it's also hilarious that Snoop Dogg has made himself stay relevant. And I think he's done a masterclass at it, to be so honest with you.
Yeah, I guess bonus points here for being a creator for a long period of time.
And
being able to pivot said personal brand into many verticals and ways. He was even the like star kind of personality for NBC's coverage of the Summer Olympics. Do you remember this? He was like
he's
the
also
guy
acting too. He's like acting too. Like he does acting roles as well. So he's really changed from just like the guy you knew to I'm going to do so much stuff now. I'm going to be a brand.
So much more than Death Row Records, the one and only Snoop Dogg. Last of our great finds here, a Perfy brand refresh. This comes to us by way of Rosen Zone. Nate Rosen commenting here on Vasa's debut of the refresh, and we've been seeing a lot of these. Nate says, gorgeous brand refresh, and the liquid inside is still just as good. I like the white. I like the white version, like much better. The letters feel puffy, fun, juicy. Yeah, it's pop. It feels inviting, friendly, and then the fruit has gotten bigger. I can also see the flavor even better. What is this flavor? I see the fruits. I see the name. I think this is very smart of Vasa to do. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I love this. I love the visuals aspect of this. I also love the puffy text. And I'm a huge fan of, I think the one on the right, you can really feel the flavors more. On the one on the left, they blend in a little bit with the background. And so they're kind of like a part of the whole can. Where the one on the right, it really punches out at you, and you know, like, okay, this one's tropical citrus. So you apply this to all the rest of the flavors, and you can really grab the one that is really drawing closest to you.
There's something too about the white background. I've noticed this particularly on beer packaging. Like Shinerbach will do like a white background, and then it just gives them like a big palette to go kabang with their, with their designs, etc. Celsius is the same.
It's the staple. Celsius made the staple of like they made that white can, and then all of the fruits pop off of that white can, and then turns out every girl in the world started flocking to them, and they're $1 billion company. So maybe it works.
Maybe that is Vasa's future with Perfy as well. Kudos to him on the rebrand. Any breaking news that we need to cover here at this moment in time, Colin Dougherty? You are
any fun breaking news?
The finder of breaking news while we are inside of said show. I'm just asking. We don't have to have any. I'm just giving you the moment.
It's a chill Friday. It's honestly a chill Friday. There's nothing too crazy.
Well, it's a chill Friday, but it's about to get loco inside of here because we have the one and only Noah Fisher, co-founder and CEO of Backyard Peanut Butter, coming inside of this show, creator of Maximalist Peanut Butter. I hold in my hands simultaneously right now. Do you have your jars? Are they ready?
I gotta go run and get mine.
You gotta get them.
I've been eating all mine. All right.
You gotta get them.
Throw one to Chris. Throw one to Chris. I'll go get mine.
Okay. Well, let me. You can go ahead and get yours. I'll continue to introduce Maximalist Peanut Butter. Okay, that Noah has created here, and I will say some flavors that perhaps you are not prepared for, like dill pickle, which is a favorite of mine. I have to say the dill pickle peanut butter I have tasted. Okay, before said show, we're going to do a live taste test while we are here. The dill pickle, incredible. The s'mores, oh my goodness. The s'mores is like heaven. I know that Colin has been eating his to the max. I'll even say another interesting flavor. I got this one on purpose. Buffalo Crunch. Spicy peanut butter exists, okay? And this has got some, I would call gentle, but very real spice to it. That is delicious and incredible. We are going to talk to Noah and hear the origin story of this company, and then we shall do a live taste test here on the show. Before Noah comes inside of this show, a word from our sponsors over at Propel and Seguno. Play it for us, producer Jack. Seguno is the only marketing suite that lives entirely inside of Shopify. What's that mean, Chris? Your emails, your pop-ups, your banners, your reviews, it's all there where you already work and play every day. And it means that you don't have to seed your trust to big email that's over-attributed data. With Seguno, your Shopify data is the email data. It's a big reason why they won the 2024 Shopify Build App of the Year. One-click automations, actual humans that can help you build for lean teams with big aspirations. Go get the advanced Shopify segmentation playbook at the URL scrolling across the screen. Get a free trial of the platform. Tell them Colin I sent you. It will extend that free trial to 30 days. Many thanks for Seguno being part of this show. People are the most important part of your business, and finding real A players is hard and incredibly time consuming. Propel is the best recruitment agency out there for e-com brands and agencies who source talent from the US, Latin America, and beyond. We're talking video editors, graphic designers, media buyers, and more. The best part is they work on performance. You only pay a one-off fee, no retainers and no ongoing costs. Every hire comes backed by a 3-month guarantee. Go to wearepropel.com/ecom-cowboy-propel. If you mention Ecomm Cowboy, you're gonna get 10% off your first hire. Many thanks for Propel being part of this show. We must bring.
I might not be snacking.
You got the pretzels ready. We must
the
bring the
horchata
one
chip
only.
is crazy to me.
I know. It's good. I mean, I can only imagine because I haven't had it.
It's so good.
I've been very much enjoying the s'mores. My entire family is a fan of the s'mores flavor and more. We must bring the one and only Noah Fisher, co-founder. Oh gosh, Jack, come on, Jack. Our live studio audience wasn't quite ready. That was a little early, producer Jack.
A little early.
It was a little early. We must bring the one and only Noah Fisher, co-founder and CEO of Backyard Peanut Butter, inside of this show. Co-founder alongside the one and only Helen Moo, who we met at Shopify, introduced there. She is building out the retail experience forever and ever. Amen. Over at Shopify. We must bring the one and only Noah inside of the show. Everybody, welcome the one and only Noah Fisher, co-founder and CEO of Backyard Peanut Butter. Get in here, Noah. Get inside this show.
How's it going, guys?
Dude,
I mean, even better now. It's even better now.
No more boring Fridays.
No more boring.
We're gonna do this now. We're gonna make this close out on a Friday. Have some fun here. Really excited to be with you guys.
Man, welcome to the
down.
show, Noah. We're so excited.
Thank you.
For you
I'm excited to be here. You know, you just mentioned it, but I was getting some flack in the family because I'm the second member of the family to join the show, so I don't get to claim that I was the first.
Damn.
But that's all right.
Man.
That's all right.
You know, we got you as soon as we could, Noah.
Yeah,
I know. I can't win them all, so I'm grateful for the opportunity, even if I follow in my wonderful wife's footsteps here.
Brother, you've got to tell us about the origin story of maximalist peanut butter. This is such an interesting concept for me. And I think you guys are doing something unique in the marketplace. Tell me about this.
Yeah. So we were sitting in our backyard, which is where the name came from, eating peanut butter and jelly. And we said, man, peanut butter is really boring. To change your sandwich, you're always changing the other thing that's with it. the jam, the fluff, the Nutella. It's like, what if you just could change the peanut butter? And we started riffing, me and Helen, and it was like, give or take 50% of what you see today, we created in that sort of initial riff session sitting in our backyard, which was super cool, right? To be able to start this together. I get to do it full time. She still has her Shopify gig, as you guys know, but super cool. And the concept of maximalism started and is really biggest in interior design, of which neither of us have a background in. But it's, to state the obvious, it's the opposite of minimalism. And we saw a world where everything was shifting super minimalist. And we were like, what if we go the other direction? And what if we try this concept of maximalism? So like more is more, but there's an intentionality behind everything. So we're not just dumping a whole bunch of stuff into our peanut butter, but there's a lot of thought and reasons and complexity in the ingredients, but really just trying to bring some more fun and excitement to a category that, you know, is beloved everywhere. I mean, it's why our tagline is no more boring peanut butter, and why we adapted it, as I said today, to have no more boring Friday afternoons.
Let's go. No, I gotta know. I gotta know. This is gonna be a rough question, and we can work through it. What's your favorite flavor? Because right now, this horchata crisp is. I'm almost done this one. I have crushed this one in like a half a day time period. It is addicting. I know you got a favorite.
The s'mores. That's been
chocolate.
You got triple chocolate.
I've been crushing that too.
This is my favorite part, because you guys asked me that question and then you all started naming yours before I have a chance, right? And it's just like, what we're trying to build here is this excitement around peanut butter. And people are like, this is my favorite. But wait, actually, I love this one when I'm doing that. And that's really what we're trying to do. So, Colin, I will answer your question. I'm not trying to avoid it. I will say I love them all. I eat them all every day. I actually I'm going to go on this journey with you guys. I brought them here. So I'm going to do it as well. I got my spoon. But if it's to give a little bit of a hint, right? Like, can I stand up here? Yeah. This one here. That one right there.
Is that
buffalo?
Pretzels? Oh, you like the buffalo?
It's a stick of celery.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, buffalo. That's
so buffalo was a labor of love creating that recipe. I've been a vegetarian now going on 20 years. The hardest thing for me to give up were buffalo wings.
Yeah.
So I'll do buffalo flavored anything, literally anything. Yeah. And when we started this, I was like, I'm going to figure out how to do it with peanut butter. And it took some time, but we got there. And it's got one of the more, I would say, unique lineups of use cases. Definitely. And that's one of the vectors in which we're trying to build this maximalist. One is colors, one is flavors, and the last one is use cases. So buffalo is a blast. You can use it on peanut noodles, chicken sandwiches, burgers, cheese, grilled cheese. So it's like, it helps among some of the other ones, but like it helps people understand what we're trying to do and that we're different than what they either see in the market today or may have experienced in the past.
Okay, Noah, talk to me about this like vegetarian angle here, because I think this is really smart and like serves this sector of which now you have lived for 20-ish years.
Yeah.
And when I first saw buffalo and when I first started thinking about like the different types of food that you could include it in, usually in the American mind, like peanut butter is associated with sweet and sweet alone. It's like peanut butter and chocolate, peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and insert marshmallow. So some kind of sweet type thing. But the capabilities that you brought here with dill pickle, with the buffalo, with the everything bagel, it brings it into a whole nother
big fan
category.
of that.
I mean, talk to me about this.
Yeah, so you nailed it on the head. Like we started creating flavors and I was thinking like, what do people already put with peanut butter? And let me see if I can get it all into one jar and sort of eliminate some of those steps. As you said, Chris, like a lot of that is chocolate. And as we started testing this with consumers, and we're happy to chat about that if we have time, but like we took a very, it's embarrassing to say this, but like we took a very tech approach to this and we were like MVPs, like let's get this out in the market. We had the same label on every flavor because we were like, we don't know which ones are going to be winners, so I don't want to invest in labels. And so we went to market initially with a lot of chocolate flavors. And I learned pretty quickly, people come to the table with the preconceived understanding of peanut butter and chocolate, whether it's a Reese's peanut butter cup or ice cream, whatever it may be. And if it doesn't taste just like that, they're like, yeah, I don't really know about this. So we actually pared back on a lot of our chocolate flavors. And then we've had a lot of success. I mean, s'mores is still our number one seller, super approachable. People get it. But the savory ones that you just mentioned, right? So the dill pickle, the buffalo, the everything bagel, like they have really started to grow for us. And we're getting a lot of consumer excitement around those. And again, it helps really demonstrate that what we're doing is different than what's out there. A ton of consumer education is required. I mean, I've got a CPG background, talked to consumers for my entire career. I still was not prepared for the amount of education that's required with what we're trying to do at Backyard and how to use it. But it's also one of my sort of parts that I love the most about what I get to do on a day-to-day basis.
I find that interesting.
Noah, what is the hardest part about getting someone to switch over after they know that same peanut butter jar for 20 years? It's either a creamy or a crunchy peanut butter. What is that hardest part to get them to pull over and try something else?
Yeah, the funniest thing is like when we go to consumer events, and we were at a hot sauce festival last weekend, which was
Let's go.
It was our third year there. One of our favorite events. It's like our best single day event we ever do. And we talk to people there, but like any event, it's that person who's sitting there is like, nah, I'm good. I like my plain peanut butter. And I'm like, just try one. You pick one. We developed a little spinning wheel if they were hesitant to pick their flavor. It's like, just spin the wheel and you can try whichever flavor pops up. Because you get a lot of folks that are like, no, I'm good. I like my plain peanut butter. You're like, just try it. Just try it. And then they're like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. And that's where we love like getting these live reactions from folks. And it's a great, like that does the selling for me. And really what we're doing, like we've got a good number of our flavors that work in a traditional PB&J. So Colin, the horchata crisp goes great. If you can save half the time to stick it in a 2 pieces of bread versus just going out with a spoon. The Mexican hot chocolate goes really well with raspberry jam just to balance the heat in a sandwich. But really what I've identified and what I'm trying to push and educate is like, it's incremental, right? Like you can buy 3 of our flavors because there's 3 different use cases. And you can also buy your standard plain peanut butter that you have at home. This is going to serve sort of that purpose, but a lot more. So it's giving you that variety in a way that we believe Smooth and Chunky isn't giving the variety that folks may or may not have realized they need in their peanut butter world.
Talk to me, Noah, about going from the Clorox company and giant CPG. Okay, it's like Hidden Valley Ranch and Kingsford. It's like, talk to me about going from like giant CPG to being like nitty gritty, scrappy CPG founder. Like, what is that like process experience been like for you?
Yeah, mind blowing in a quick answer, but I'll say, I spent almost 8 years marketing and selling primarily trash bags under the Glad brand and bleach under the sort of the Clorox mainstay. So like super functional products that nobody likes to think about. But one of those things that was a great training ground for me to learn how to market, right? If you can get somebody's attention around those 2 products that they don't want to think about unless they're having some sort of disaster in the case of bleach, or like nobody likes to think about trash. But I could talk about days for trash bags back in the day, which is a great party trick, by the way. But yeah, super big company, like great learning ground for me. But at the end of the day, I was like, I'm hungry, pun intended, for that ability to own the end to end, really get in there, work on a physical product that I can get my hands on was really important for me. And so we started this out of our kitchen, which is actually directly above where I'm sitting right now.
Let's go, baby.
And that's where the business started. And for me, it was like, all right, this is it, right? I had a big team by the time I left Clorox. Those things where I didn't like to do, I was like, I got somebody else on my team do it. Now it's like, oh, that thing didn't get done. I have to turn and look at myself. So it was a great transition. It's one of those things where I could never go back to a corporate world at this point.
Wow.
Like I have fully sort of drank the entrepreneurial Kool-Aid. And whether this bellies up in a year or two, like I'll find the next thing, because it's just so energizing, the ups and the downs for sure. But it's something that I love and something that I never thought I'd do. I mean, I started this full time when I was 37 or 38 years old. So it's like I had to go through all the different stops in my career in order to feel confident that I could do this without falling flat on my face on day one.
Wow.
I love it, man.
I mean, no, do you know, obviously know about like the protein maxing trend right now, the protein, like, are you guys leaning into that? Because inherently peanut butter has a ton of protein in it. You guys are loaded up. Are you trying to lean into that at all?
Yeah, it's something we haven't gone full in yet, but it's certainly what, to your point, is like, it's sort of the low hanging fruit for us at the moment. And that is really big. That is really important. We actually, the facility that we manufacture out of, I call it a micro facility that I manufacture out of, shares a building with like a muscle gym to be kind. And so it's like, I get those folks coming in and I love chatting with them because they're one, super particular about what they're consuming. And two, super thoughtful about all the nutrition facts and the ingredients and sort of how to maximize, in this case, the protein intake. So yeah, it's a space we really want to lean into harder, and one that we think we got a lot of runway with.
The product itself too, it's like there's no hydrogenated oils and such. 100%. Is that the case, Noah?
Yeah, so everything starts with a natural peanut butter base, so it's peanuts and salt, and then depending on the flavor, we layer in different seasonings and mix-ins. And so some of those mix-ins are going to come in with ingredients that some folks are choosing not to consume in that moment, or with that specific diet. And so across the lineup, we've got things that are going to meet the needs of just about everybody, short of a peanut allergy, obviously. But we're trying to have at least one or two that can meet what anybody's looking for, while at the same time trying to minimize complexity from our operational standpoint and not proliferate our flavor lineup, but being really thoughtful about what that looks like.
And let me also just say, it's like powerful to me that you and Helen are like a power couple. You know, she's like at Shopify, and then like we're talking with her, and it just kind of like falls out of their mouth, like by the way, it's like, yeah, and I'm a merchant as well. I was like, what, you know, like, what are you a merchant of? And then to find out you guys are doing this together, I think is really so cool. I'm ready to taste, Noah, but go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was going to say, no, like we love doing it together. I mean, we started it on the side because it was a mix of our professional backgrounds. So like before I left Clorox, we had started this. We were going to like random farm events and farmers markets just to, again, do this like MVP testing. But it's great, right? Like we build everything off of Shopify. We leverage just about anything Shopify has on its platform, which is phenomenal. We like roll into events like this Hot Sauce Festival. As you guys know, like Helen works on the retail team. Right. So we show up with all these point of sale devices. And it's like our vendor neighbors are looking at us like, what are you guys doing? Or we're like, well, we got to test these, 5 different functions this weekend. And so Helen's able to tap into it a lot at work. And I don't want to speak for her, but like there's an element at Shopify, you guys know it well, right? There's a different level of credibility when you are a merchant and you are using it yourself, actually transacting with consumers. And we get to do that. And then I also have a direct line when something's not working. I'm like, hey, can I get prioritized? I know my GMV is not at a level where I get direct help, but I would like that direct help. So it's a partnership that works both ways.
I love that,
man. That's incredible. I've got Buffalo here, your favorite, Noah. I find it like fascinating that it's got this like bite of spice in here. Yeah. It really does. Talk to me about Buffalo, what you pair this with, your thoughts on this.
Sure. Now I'm eating it, so I got to talk with peanut butter in my mouth.
Crunch. Yeah, it's got crunch in there too.
I just didn't want you guys to do the journey without me.
It's lovely.
Yeah, so the buffalo, as I mentioned earlier, like great with cheese. So we have people that put it on charcuterie boards. So any sort of cured meat as well, cheese, celery, carrots. Are you guys familiar with the ants on a log snack back in the day?
Yeah. Yes.
Of course.
So we do it with celery, buffalo peanut butter, and blue cheese crumbles.
Oh,
Great.
that sounds
You guys
awesome.
like bring it to any holiday party you're going to in the winter, and you guys will be, the only ones showing up with that. It's awesome.
The blue
But as I
cheese
mentioned,
on
peanut
top.
noodles. Yeah, peanut noodles. You can thin it with soy sauce or not. Chicken sandwiches, burgers. It's. I put it on like a crust of tofu before I put it on our grill. So I love it. Apples. They all go great on apples. Just that sort of the sweetness in the tank from the apple goes really nice.
It totally tastes like buffalo wings. It tastes like buffalo wings. It's got that crunch in there. I would imagine this would absolutely kick on some noodles. I think that would be great. The blue cheese ants on a log thing, I think I find
it goes great in grits too.
Oh, grits. Okay.
A super funky, savory oatmeal. If you're into that, it goes really well.
Yeah, what do you got there?
I got a salted caramel pretzel here, which is why I pulled out the gluten-free pretzels. So I'm trying to pair.
Oh, you're going pretzel on pretzel.
Pretzel on pretzel. That is the definition of maximalist right there.
Oh yeah,
going pretzel on pretzel. I love that.
100%.
Well, talk to us about the salted caramel pretzel.
Yeah, so this one's fun, right? Like it's got. We also try to play a lot with textures.
It's
so
very
this one
creamy.
You're getting so you got the creamy peanut butter base, and you're getting a chewy caramel bite, and then the crunchy pretzel piece. One of the cool things that I'll say it's cool from an operational standpoint. I don't break anything down. Like the mixing process breaks it down. It's like I don't mind if a whole pretzel shows up in there or if it gets broken into 10 pieces. It presents some issues when I'm trying to scale and use some larger automated machinery, but for the time being, like it works great for what we want. And so this one, just again, the texture play, it's another one of those flavor profiles that people already understand. So it's really approachable. It's one of our top sellers. It's an online only one that we sell because it does well there. Yeah.
This one, and I have to say, I like the big chunks of things.
Yeah, it reminds me of, in ice cream, you get cookie dough, and then you get a huge thing of cookie dough, and it's like, I hit the mother load.
Yeah. You gotta dig that thing out of there and get it out. Yeah.
It's like Ben and Jerry's esque. Ben and Jerry's got the big chunks.
Just so everybody knows that's watching. Like I didn't ask Chris to say that, but it is always in my mind, right? Like I get a lot of inspiration from Ben and Jerry's. Not necessarily from her branding. Like I think they've got a one of one brand, right? And there's no way you can copy what they're doing. But really, like I don't check me on the history here, but prior to Ben and Jerry's, like it was pretty smooth peanut butter. Maybe there we go. Smooth ice creams, right? Like you get a little bit of chunks of strawberry or chocolate chips. And they were like, hey, sort of like hold your Haagen-Dazs. I'm going to show you what ice cream can be.
Right.
And so I, again, take a lot of inspiration from what they do from a flavor development, just from like what they're putting in ice cream. And they are, they don't call it that, but they also take a maximalist approach.
I totally agree.
You think you're going to borrow that kind of like collab piece that they do with a great example is they did the Ben and Jerry's Tonight Show ice cream, and it's like Jimmy Fallon and then Ben and Jerry's. Do you think you're going to go that pairing where you're trying to tap like big influencers, big athletes, and then you make this limited run batch, but it is like only it's going to be, LeBron James limited run batch, only LeBron James favorite flavors.
Or Kawhi Leonard, maybe
Kawhi
Toronto Raptors, Kawhi, I don't know.
I was born and raised in Philly, so I'm peaked by LeBron comments there. Yeah, so LeBron, if you're listening, hit me up. We can do a collaboration together. So, it's something we'd love to do. I've talked to a couple other folks in New England. We're based in New Hampshire, so I've got some other people in sort of adjacent categories that I think could be really interesting to partner with. But that limited run and the sort of like the sneaker drop mentality is a big
Exactly
thing
that.
we want to do. Also a great way for us to sort of test out, right? It's like the big brother version or grown up version of the MVP that we were doing when we launched. It's like, hey, can I just do 500 jars straight off our website?
Yeah.
And see how it goes, right? And if it goes well, then we can start to build off of that. And if it doesn't, then it's fine. There's no love lost. And I think that's another great thing for me, that at the end of the day, what gives us a little bit of insulation from competition is like this brand we're building and this concept of maximalism. Like I can basically put whatever into peanut butter and it's not it's going to build the brand up. It's not going to degrade it. Right. And it's not, it's not like it's built into our DNA that I can take these really wild sort of flyers on something, and if it doesn't taste good, then it doesn't taste good, right? Like we can move on to the next one because it still fits our brand persona, which is super exciting for me and feel like it gives a lot of runway. It also is like, hey, how do I prioritize as a solo entrepreneur? Is a constant challenge.
Totally.
Okay, the first one that I tried when my package came in here, first one I tried was dill pickle, which like actually has pickles in it. Number one.
Let's go.
And I mean, if anybody's watched the show before, I'm a fan of pickles. I drink pickle juice on the show. I have the
Do you have your gallon with you?
It's in my fridge. I can get it.
He has a gallon of pickle juice that he drinks.
That's
on the
amazing.
Show, and it's a bit of a shock. It's a bit of a shock. It's a shock thing where every time he does it, it's a visible sight. So
there it is. I'm sorry that the koozie I sent you won't fit on a gallon jug, but it does hold a frosty cold one. It also holds a jar of peanut butter if you want to take that on the go as well.
The dill pickle I found incredibly tasty, but my first thought was like, I don't know what I'm going to put it on. But I think there's got to be some great things in here. You've sent over. It looks like cheese, crackers, celery, carrots, charcuterie. The charcuterie, I think, is interesting.
Yeah, so similar to the buffalo, like it pairs with a lot of the same types of ingredients. I'll be fully honest here on that one. Like we get so many people when we're at events, they're like, "That sounds gross," and it's like, just try it. When are you ever going to get a chance to try it? And you're like, "Fine, I'll try it." Oh my God, that is so much better than I thought. Or like, wow, that's actually not bad. Or like, that's amazing. Like, or like we get a lot of like the real life mind blown emojis. And that's the one where it's like, if I can get somebody to try it, I know I've got them somewhere in the portfolio. If it's not that one, like they're going to be like, oh wow, this is like, I need to try something else. But that's a great one for us to really just push out there. And so anytime I'm out doing sampling, I bring that one with me, even if I don't have it to sell, because it just, again, encapsulates what we're trying to do and really draws people in. And again, if like that's not their thing, then they're going to find a different one that is their thing. And I'm cool with that at the end of the day, whichever jar they're taking home.
This s'mores, my kids have just
locked
been
in,
spooning this thing. And it's got like actual like little marshmallows in here. Which are
so it's got those like Lucky Charms type marshmallows.
Right.
So you get a nice little crunch in them. A true gelatin based marshmallow doesn't hold up in the oils. Like it seizes up pretty quickly.
So good.
An interesting thing with this too is like this is very much a better for you peanut butter. We've had a lot of protein founders on the show where they have made protein powders that are better for you protein powders because they found the whey was making you feel horrible. And then they have this better for you protein. You feel good afterwards. Same thing here. If I were to try to slam a jar of Jif, I'd feel horrible afterwards. But I can tackle one of these and I actually feel great. And like I can move around. I can go ride my bike and do all these things. I think this is just a massive lane where it's like, this is better for you peanut butter, but it's also got a crazy unique twist on any flavor lane that you want to go down. We probably got you covered.
Yeah, it's true. And we joke, like we want to make peanut butter forward flavored peanut butters. And so like, if you look at a jar of ours, like our nutrition facts, they don't vary all that much from a standard natural peanut butter that you would buy at any grocery store. And you're getting, where it is variable, it's getting picked up in some of the other mix-ins like the marshmallows and the s'mores or the chocolate covered graham crackers. But that absolutely is true. And we get a lot. I know we're all sort of sitting here just jokingly with spoons, but like we get a lot of consumers who say, I just, like I take a jar, I open a jar and I take a spoonful, and that's my sort of nighttime ritual now. Like I'm not doing the ice cream.
Totally.
We do have a couple that go great with ice cream, by the way. So if you want to pair them, but we get a lot of folks who are just like, no, I'm just going to go take a spoonful of your peanut butter because it just elevates. And so it's one of those things where it's like, we can meet a lot of needs. And again, back to me as a solo entrepreneur, it's like, all right, where do I really want to push on those needs, and really start to build what we're trying to do here and grow what we're trying to do here in a way that's exciting and really thinking about the long term.
Number one seller is the s'mores. Is that the case?
S'mores sort of channel agnostic is our best one. It's super approachable. I think it works across age groups, use cases.
That's so good.
But then depending on where we are, like that hot sauce festival, s'mores was our number one, but then the 3 savory ones were 2, 3, and 4 right behind.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. The Mexican hot chocolate would crushed it there as well. People are always surprised by spicy peanut butter, which I was too as well, but it's a ton of fun. Our almost 8-year-old and a week and a half daughter, she like microdoses the Mexican hot chocolate because I've told her you can build your heat tolerance up.
There we go.
So that's been her source of building that up, which is cool. I love it.
Noah, what are you cooking up next? Like, do you have any flavors that you are quote unquote like prototyping right now where you're like, hey, we might be dropping these 1 to 3 new SKUs. We're kind of cooking these up, prototyping them out a little bit.
Yeah, so there's 2 that I'm working on right now with various degrees of success. One is a even spicier peanut butter than our Mexican hot chocolate. And that really comes out of the hot sauce festival, which we hear year over year. Like, hey, we want something that's even hotter. So right now the heat's coming in through cayenne, and that's pretty low level in a hot sauce world. So where can we look to bring that up in a way?
Ghost pepper?
And that's also... Yeah, so like there was even Pepper X where we were people eating contest. So I don't know if I want to go that far, but yeah, like how can we really up the ante from a spice perspective? Because that to me really pushes open the door in a very different market. Where the hot sauce people like super foodies and really again understand what they're doing. So that's one we will have to do. The other one. And I'm sort of working on its pairing with it. But I'm going to send you guys some samples. Is bacon. So we want to get some bacon.
Yes!
Let's go.
Yes, bro. That is absolutely the move, Noah.
Yeah.
Bacon,
so
peanut butter.
We're trying to figure out, does it need to go with something else? Is it bacon or is it just like, hands off, let's let bacon do it? So we're working on that, but you guys will be first in line for some consumer feedback on that one for sure.
That's a home run.
Sounds to me like a grand slam, bro.
Yeah, that's a home run.
I appreciate that.
Bacon,
yeah, it's fun, right? And like I've got a never-ending list of flavors that I would love to do. But again, it's like as I started this, we make one size of jar, and it was all about like how do I minimize complexity? How do I minimize like spreading out our cash, right? We're bootstrapping this business and everything gets fed right back in. And so it's like more flavors is fun and exciting. It also adds more complexity and more forecasting that I don't really need to be doing at the moment. And so it's balancing that. And that's where that sort of sneaker drop play we talked about, Colin, I think it'd be really interesting because this is going to give me more confidence of like, hey, let's actually go deep in this because we 100%. Sold 500 jars of this one flavor in a week, and that's as good a signal as I could ever get. So,
Noah, I'm sure you know this. I don't know if Colin Dougherty knows this, but Elvis's favorite sandwich.
Oh yeah, I'm hip.
Peanut butter, bacon, and banana.
Peanut butter, bacon, and banana. Yeah, well, you're opening up my spot, I guess here. But
you call it the Elvis?
That's the other ingredient. That's the other ingredient I've been trying to figure out.
Yeah.
The banana flavor. So peanut butter is a really strong flavor, and getting other ones to sort of rise up to it or even above it is a challenge. So like coconut, like true coconut just doesn't do it. And I don't want to go like artificial flavored coconut type stuff. So banana is one of the things I'm working on. So I've lost track of the different forms of banana I have over in our factory that I'm trying to test out to pair with the bacon. So that's the number one sort of pairing option to date with the bacon. It's just it's not working as well as I would like, but that's okay. We're gonna do it. We're gonna figure it out.
Understandable.
Man,
Wow.
I tell you what, I have definitely not had a boring Friday. And
That's
that's
fair.
because you have come to us, Noah, and
I love
delighted
it.
our taste buds.
Let's go.
I love
And,
that.
you know, tickled our brains, our entrepreneurial brains, to consider
Yes.
how one shall win in the CPG and consumer world. Brother, I'll tell you what, if you can make a bacon peanut butter, and I don't hardly care what else you put in there, I'm down.
Yeah.
And we're
Good to
gonna,
know. I'll keep that in mind.
Subscribed. We're gonna be subscribed.
All right.
And I think my s'mores are gonna be gone by the end of the weekend. I hid it from my kids so that I could have plenty here when we got you on the show. Tell us this, Noah.
Yeah.
Where to find you, where to follow you, where everybody should go. Backyardpeanut.com for sure. But give us the whole list, Noah.
Yeah, backyardpeanut.com, powered by Shopify. You can get there on our website. We ship all across the country. You got all our flavors available there. We're in a bunch of independent sort of mom and pop shops throughout the Northeast, which are good partners for us. But we're really focused on the D2C channel, thinking there's a lot of runway there to go with. So that's a good spot for us as well. But yeah, come on out, follow Backyard Peanut Butter on all the socials. We're really trying to build that out. So any user-generated content out there, send it our way, folks. We'd love to have it. Can't wait.
Noah, can people subscribe on here? I don't right now. I don't know if I see a subscription button on this thing.
We do not have a subscription button.
I think it's time. I think it's time.
Are you getting texted by the Shopify folks while we're on this call saying we should do that?
No, right, but it seems like a genius idea to me, which is why I keep hitting this Shopify ding.
It's a regular conversation we have. So it's like, yeah, it'll be there by fall.
Let's go. Okay. Let's go.
Announcing it here. It'll be there by fall.
Incredible, man. Noah, we love what you're doing. We love the innovation in CPG. I don't know why all of the innovation always comes from CPG, but it does. And we love the fact that you and Helen are doing this together. And brother, I can't wait for me and mine to eat up the rest of this. And
I love it.
We'll be looking on the lookout for bacon flavored peanut butter to come. Brother, appreciate you making the time to join us. And we look forward to having you back, man. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, man. Can't wait. Talk to you later. Appreciate it.
Wow. You know, there's even more. Like, we didn't even get to try all of them. He's got pairings, kind of like a wine, pairing, tasting. Like, he's got 100%. Pairings like for everything.
100%.
I feel like maybe we should put out the pairings on when we clip and post this. I feel like we should put the pairings out, don't you think?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's one of the most fun things is you can have this like cool pairing with the peanut butter. It like makes it almost event specific, where like you have a specific event, you can kind of do a cool pairing with it.
Yeah, very much the case. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, a few words of wisdom before a moment of zen and our exit to the weekend. Before we get there, a word from our sponsors over at Ty and Sati. Play it for us, producer Jack. Your affiliate program, it looks fine on paper. Commissions going out, sales coming in, but the industry is built on last click attribution. It's an oversimplification of affiliates as a channel. Sati is the first affiliate platform built on multi-touch attribution, cookieless, Shopify native, services who introduced your customer, who nurtured them along the way, and who closed the sale. So you're no longer just looking at a flat list of commission payouts. You have a map of how your affiliate channel moves people through the buying decision. Go to mysati.io/champion/ecom-cowboy. Get 20% off your plan. Many thanks for Sati being part part of the show. Your email provider and your tech stack probably only recognizes about a third of your returning shoppers. Everyone else, they're browsing anonymously, and your flows, they're just sit idle. Tye identifies up to 70% of your total site traffic and pushes those shoppers into the flows that you already run. Caraway, as an example, uses Tye's predict scoring to lift opens by 40%, clicks by 30%, while sending 20% fewer emails. Go book a walkthrough. Go to meettye.com/cowboy. When you do, tell them that Colin and I sent you today. Many thanks for Tye being part of the show. Some words of wisdom as we exit this show on this day of days, this Friday of August 7th, 2026. I had to have another bite of s'mores, by the way.
Nice.
While we were in
Clutch.
our sponsor messaging here. Firstly, the numbers of modern matchmaking. This comes to us by way of Dating by Blaine. She has an interesting story here relevant to everybody in the D2C community. Matchmaking consultation with an NYC e-commerce entrepreneur. Turned 40 in July, wants a wife in her 20s. I tell him the same way $100 sounds materially more expensive than $99. 40 sounds materially older than 39 to younger women. I can probably find who he's looking for, but bro should have called me 6 months ago. Your thoughts on this, Colin Dougherty? Do you think this?
I mean, absolutely brutal. I think you should probably date within your who you have a connection with, and maybe not maybe not date somebody 20 years your junior.
You know, what if, I'm just saying, what if he finds a winsome spouse that happens to be in her 20s? It just could be,
Most likely not.
How about Producer Jack? Producer Jack, settle this for us. Imagine you are, of course, you're in your 20s, Producer Jack, and a gentleman is, interested in, courting you, and he is 39 or he's 40. Does 40 sound older than 39? I'm just asking, Producer Jack. Can you settle this for us? Are you here? Are you among us? Oh, she says, oh. Oh, too old. 39 versus 40. 40's way older. Is that the case? She just
straight no. Yeah, 40-year-old's got that AARP on lockdown.
Okay, what if he was 39? Is that too old? Producer Jack typing. Same. She says same.
Old.
She says same.
Yeah.
Too old.
100%.
What if Producer Jack, what if you were in your middle 30s, let's just say, is 39, 40, does that make a material difference? Are you feeling the difference at that point, or no? Still too just old. Oh, big OLD. She says that's all right. Okay. Well, there may be some wisdom.
If it was me, I'm asking how much money's in his bank account. That's what I'm asking.
Hey, good thought. Good thought. Producer Jack,
you better take care of me. You better take care of me. You better
Producer
take care
Jack
of me.
says same. Yeah, it's a worthwhile question.
Now we're talking. Producer Jack says now we're talking. Exactly.
Now we're talking. Next here, words of wisdom. Maybe sometimes you make things beautiful. Just take a normal thing, make it a little more beautiful. Probably sell a few of those things. Look at this set of stairs. Look at this.
Incredible.
I mean, how many views? We're at 3.9 million views. Those stairs are gorgeous, man. I don't know if they're safe. There's maybe
they're not safe. They're definitely safe. It's like raw concrete.
I'm just saying that they're gorgeous, and whatever stairs cost, I imagine he can charge 10 times more for these stairs because of how gorgeous they are.
Yeah, this is like what an Equinox stairs would be. You know what I mean? Like you can have that level, which then demands a very high membership. So, UI and design, very much real 2026 and matters big time, depending on how you're trying to charge.
I have to say, like UI, UX, like I don't really know the difference. They kind of all the same to me.
Just vibes. It's a vibes. It's a vibes deal.
I'm sure there's a definition there, but I need to ask Google or ask chat about it. Next here, Immersive Marketing 101 we have an incredible example of immersive marketing. Perhaps the best out-of-home advertisement ever, surfaced to us by Vasa of Perfy. There is a person living inside the Last House billboard on Sunset Boulevard for the next 48 hours. This is like a Netflix promo. Homeboy's actually living inside of the thing on the billboard. Like, this is crazy to me.
Is it crazy? Because that sounds sick. I can just hang out for 48 hours and Netflix is going to pay for it.
They're kind of clean, really.
Yeah, I'm gonna like catch up on all my shows. What do you mean?
What do you think he's getting paid for this? 48 hours living in a billboard. What would you guess? Just, numbers wise.
Honestly, actors don't get that much money, but he gets a couple bucks. Call it like 10 grand. I bet you he gets like 10 grand. 48 hours.
That's a good chunk for 48 hours of work, man.
Sounds pretty good. I'm sure Netflix set him up with like food too. Hopefully he's got a bathroom up there. I think he's definitely has to have a bathroom up there.
I hope he's got a bathroom. I hope he's got some AC
and a shower. Well,
you can probably last 48 hours without a shower if you're getting paid $10,000. One would guess.
That's a rough 47th hour
for $10,000, bro.
Yeah, but you're still smelling horrible at that 47th hour.
Come on, bro.
You're by yourself. You're right.
Come on.
Yeah, you're by yourself. I'd just be up there in my underwear chilling. I'd be like,
I think one can manage. I think one can manage 48 hours without a delightful modern hot shower for 10K. I think that's not a bridge too far. I think somebody can manage that.
Navy SEALs are looking at me like, who is this wuss? Look at this guy.
Some words of wisdom from the one and only Elon Musk. Elon's money advice here as we grow closer to the show. This reshared to us by way of Zach Pagrob. He says it's really that simple. Elon says, don't pursue money, make useful products. Money will come as a consequence. We don't have to watch the video. I would encourage everyone to watch the video. You can play it sound off, Producer Jack. The point that he's getting at here is like, he equates this to pursuing happiness. He says it's like pursuing happiness. You don't pursue happiness specifically in order to be happy. You pursue other things that lead to that, and that's the way you experience happiness. He equates that here to money. You don't pursue money specifically. You pursue usefulness, products, benefiting others' lives, and then the result of that is you give more than you take, then you end up making as you end up making as well. I thought a very astute and wise kind of translation here. I think it's a good fitting illustration.
Yeah, totally. But you should also go after the money. Make sure you go after the money. Closed mouths don't get fed, and go after the money and get your bag.
Fair. Moving forward to our moment of Zen, ladies and gentlemen, we have a delightful moment of Zen for one and all. Before we get there, a word from our sponsors over at Universal Ads. Play it for us, Producer Jack. If your growth is plateauing on search and social, it's time to rethink TV. Universal Ads makes it simple for D2C brands to run TV campaigns designed for performance without the usual mystery of getting involved with television. You get both premium streaming and linear inventory all in the same place, okay? You're reaching net new target audiences outside of the same crowded social feeds. We're all spending our dollars today. There's no hidden markups or fees. Campaign separate management. It's just like search and social. You get running minutes. TV that's designed, that delivers for performance marketers. Go to universalads.com. Use code UA Cowboy. You can get $1,500 in matched ad credits. Many thanks for Universal Ads being part of the show. Moment of Zen here, ladies and gentlemen, as we exit this show. Hibachi lunch by one's self, just you and the chef.
It's a vibe.
Maybe a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Not lonely, perhaps. It's you.
It's a vibe.
It's you and your friend who's basically putting on a magic show for you as he delivers said lunch, throwing things into his hat.
That's sick.
Delivering a delightful culinary experience.
This is so cool.
It's so cool.
This is so cool.
Here's what I'll say. I'd love to experience this. I'd love to experience it with one other person, just one. But
nah, I just want me and him.
Maybe just you and the chef too. Maybe Not alone, together.
Me and sushi, omakase, just me and the chef. Omakase back and forth, and we just go full everything. And I'm like, what's up, brother? It's just me and you in here. Let's get crazy. Whatever you want to throw at me, let's do this.
Maybe
I'm
even
your-
live
I'm
wriggling.
your canvas right now, chef. Paint me.
Paint me. Paint me. Make your art, sir.
Make your art. What if you always wanted to go after? Let's do this.
I am here as
I'm
your
here.
artwork. Make me your masterpiece, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just us.
Exactly.
It's,
It's
just,
just
us.
us. It's just
We're here.
vibes.
It's just us. Nothing to be scared of.
There's nobody else here, man. It's just you and me. Let's do this.
Give me your best. Give me your
Give
best.
me your best.
I'm
me your
here
best.
for you and with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Make me your
It's a-
masterpiece.
It's a 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. Make my year.
Paint me, sir,
Yeah.
with your
Yeah,
sushi.
Exactly. Exactly.
Incredible moment of Zen. Many thanks to the one and only Rabah Rahil for joining us at the top of the show, CMO of partner at the show, Ty. Many thanks to TJ Kolesnik, founder and CEO of Make Waves. Many thanks to Ian Blair, co-founder and CEO of Laundry Sauce. And many thanks to Noah Fisher for bringing the goods. Everybody go to Backyard Peanut Butter and delight oneself. Delight your palates with maximalist peanut butter. Many thanks to Slash, Universal Ads, Tide, Trend Track, Propel, Rich Panel, Intelligence, Northbeam, Seguno, Postscript, Rocked Aftercell, Sati, and Proxima for making this show possible. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be putting out a lot of content over the weekend, some weekend watches for you. We will be back on Monday. See you on the other side.